That was my idea. Just like 2 minutes of moaning.
All right, we're recording. We're in frame.
I'm sick.
But are you better?
Slightly. My head doesn't hurt as much.
And you've got puffed Cheez-Its?
Puff corn, my fellow.
Okay. I am now a fellow. Are you ready? Sorry, I had to chug some water.
It's all right.
Did he say he was ready?
I know, but I think maybe he's ready.
I did say yeah.
You did? I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything.
But I'm ready.
I'm ready.
That's good. We'll raise this just a touch. Nice.
Bitch.
Okay. Alrighty. You got your poem, and we'll just react live. Like that guy with the sterniolos.
Like Bill O'Reilly.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Play.
This is the endless wanderlust. Dervish, yours is the April upon April love that kept me spinning even beyond your eventful arms toward the unsurpassed. The one vast claiming heart, the glimmering, the beautiful and revealed movie.
Good poem.
Good poem.
I think we paused long enough.
Yeah.
What a poem.
What a poem. Where'd you find that?
In my love of film.
Did you write it?
I wrote one word of it. It's a poem called Beautiful Signor by Cyrus Castles.
And what was the one word you wrote?
Movie.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Sounds right.
Steph and I gave each other big looks immediately because, like, can you read the very first line of that again?
I just got rid of it. Hold on.
It shocked me.
Oh, geez, this is a whole other thing. Never mind.
Yeah. It was Wanderlust.
Anyway, it was Wanderlust.
Yeah.
Then there's a reason why we looked at it. We'll get into it.
I'm wearing mascara in this video.
You're wearing mascara?
It looks like I am.
You're so pretty.
Yeah.
I got some questions for you guys. You like looking pretty?
Yeah.
Good, because you come to the right place if you're watching the YouTube. Because you get to see Seth wearing mascara. Other questions. Do you like ensemble cast films? I've asked this before.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
For
like a 30% hit rate.
Okay. I got 3 questions for you today, FYI. Next question is, do you like military people coming home to see their loved ones, but for less than 24 hours?
Which part of that are you asking that I like? That it's only 24 hours?
Blanket statement.
It's a failure on democracy that this has to happen.
Yeah. So I guess I don't like it.
You like them coming home to see their loved ones,
yeah.
But the less than 24 hours part. Okay.
Yeah.
And the third question is, do you like the holiday Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Mid.
It is a mid, I think.
Yeah.
But there's like flowers and there's you love flowers.
I do love flowers.
And you love love.
Yeah, I do. I wore my big ass heart sweater today.
And your flower pants.
Yeah.
Shit, you're made up for it. Well, if you answered yes to liking any of those 3, you've come to the right place. I'm Brandon. This is Seth. And this is
Lucas.
Movies. And that's movies.
Lucas.
Wait, were you were bad. Were you good or were you movies?
I think he was
I'm
movies. I think you
Okay,
were
and
good.
I'm good. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Always wanted to be movies.
As a little kid, every little boy dreams of growing up to be movies, but sometimes they just end up bad.
I didn't even have the dream first.
So if you answered yes to any of those, this week we watched Valentine's Day from 2010. This is a part of our Garry Marshall
It is.
fan base here. Trilogy. But this one actually came out before New Year's Eve. So if you take it back 13 months ago, Lucas and I soloed together New Year's Eve with one of the greatest cinematic twists at the end of all time. So good. It was like genuinely amazing.
Yeah, the recap, it was these two couples that for the whole movie has been building up, or not these two couples, these two people of a couple. They're going to meet at midnight at this clock. They both get there at midnight, look at each other, and keep running. They're both looking for different people. Two whole and more love stories open up.
They stop at it. They look at the clock together. They look at each other. We're like, yes! Who was it? It was Hilary Swank and Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
And then they look at each other, and then they run right on by. Like, shit!
That's awesome.
And Hilary Swank was actually she was running to get to her dad, Robert De Niro, before he died.
Yeah.
And he was running to Sarah Jessica Parker.
Which a disappointment. For sure.
we did kind of scowl at that one, but so this actually came out before New Year's Eve, but it's still kind of all in the mix. We're loving it. We're here.
We're loving it.
We're loving it, like McDonald's.
Like love.
Did you know Pusha T wrote that?
The McDonald's jingle?
Yeah, he did.
What?
I might have to Google that.
Yeah, and apparently today, the director of Tar, which I also watched today, this is completely off track, apparently invented Big League Chew.
What the fuck? Big League Chew rocks.
Yeah, go Todd Field.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm love, lads. So we're gonna get into it. This is a day later. We're not recording on Sundays like normal. We're doing a Monday. Lucas was a little sick. Still is a little sick, but not too bad. I had to work the weekend. Seth was like, "Oh, I'll just watch the movie with Brandon." It was like 7:00. We normally record at 8. I was like, "Seth, have you started?" He's like, "No." I was like, "This is over 2 hours."
That was how I said it too.
Marina was mad about the runtime of this film. Just to kick it off.
That it was 2 hours?
Over 2 hours. It's the content of this is normally like hour 40, but
got a lot to get through.
Right? Before we get into it, we're drinking beers. Seth, hold up your beers.
There's a bad boy.
We are drinking the Breakside Wanderlust IPA.
Wow.
Yeah. 6.5% alcohol. 5 fresh Northwest hops. Tropical, nuanced, north of refreshing. Don't drink if you're pregnant. It's a Portland, Oregon employee owned.
Nice.
Crack them. Once again, I don't like IPAs, but I read a lot of fruit on here, and so I was like, ooh. And I know like Wanderlust is.
Yeah, that does smell fruity.
I know Wanderlust has like a kind of like love vibe to it. I don't know.
You should be fine with this one.
I should?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what Wanderlust means.
It's not.
Strong desire to travel.
Yeah.
Lust for wandering.
But then there's also that movie Wanderlust. Yeah, this isn't terrible.
Yeah.
There's also that movie Wanderlust with Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston.
That was a dream you had.
No, that's actual movie.
No.
Yeah. They end up in like this hippie commune, and she loves it, but he doesn't. But then they end up finding peace with each other.
Yeah,
I'm not.
This is the ramblings of a lunatic.
This is an actual movie.
Okay.
So that's actually not bad IPA. Well, what?
Huh? No, it's great.
So
got some
we're
water.
getting into classic.
Cheez-It popcorn. Not Cheez-It, Cheeto popcorn. Apologies.
Nice.
Hit Chester.
He's embarrassing himself over there.
It's ridiculous.
Crazy. The craziest Freudian slip you ever heard. Instead of Cheetos popcorn, Cheez-Its?
That snack was a dream you had.
If only. The woodpecker cried. Let's get into it.
Our director today is Garry Marshall. a guy who we've done before because of New Year's Eve, but
We've learned more about him this time. Informed by both of our mothers that he did the I Love Lucy and all that shit.
Did he? No, he didn't do that. He didn't direct it.
He was like a huge. Yeah, he like was the showrunner.
No.
Of all those old sorts of shit. I swear my mom told me that.
He was not the director of that.
The Lucy Show, the Dick Van Dyke Show. Yeah, Lucy was her follow-up to I Love Lucy. I'm right.
I'm going to direct her real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't see I Love Lucy on here.
No, I said that the Lucy Show was the follow-up to it.
I don't see that on here either.
Staring right at it, sir.
And under director?
He directed a couple of them.
The Lucy Show?
I Love Lucy?
He only has 30 things. He did Laverne and Shirley and Mork and Mindy. What the fuck?
Well, Laverne and Shirley is very famous too.
Yeah, I don't see this Lucy thing under director.
I see he directed a couple on here. Anyways.
Where are you looking at?
On Wikipedia.
Oh. Well, I'm on IMDb, the Internet Movie Database.
That's what that stands for.
Yeah, that's where I do all my research.
Duh. You know he has a paid subscription for IMDb?
Yes, $19.99 a month.
What?
For IMDb Pro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was joking.
No, I don't actually have that, but I thought about it.
I know.
There's a free one
and stuff.
And then there's a $19.99 a month one where you can edit IMDb pages.
He created a little show called Happy Days.
Oh.
Well, I don't ever put down the creator of shows. I'm doing director.
The original Jumping the Shark?
I'm just saying, I think give him his cultural relevance last episode.
Give him his flowers.
Well, too bad.
Give him his flowers for Valentine's Day.
Director, Garry
Marshall. The Mork and Mindy guy.
And that was Gary with 2 R's?
Mm-hmm. Garry
Marshall. Because there's only 1 R in Marshall.
And that is how you pronounce things with R's.
Yeah, well. Garry Marshall directed a couple things here. Young Doctors in Love. The movie Overboard. Is that the Jane Fonda one? Where she's like amnesic and... No, it's the Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell one.
Oh, I've seen part of
that. He did Beaches, the saddest movie my mom thinks in the goddamn world.
They made fun of Seinfeld.
Beaches?
Mm-hmm.
Bitches. He did Pretty Woman. A big name. You got Dear...
A self-reference.
Yeah. You got Dear God. You've got Runaway Bride. You've got The Princess Diaries 1 and 2.
Ooh, those are good.
Pretty solid flicks.
Yeah. There was once when you were like, what is that from? That's a quote from something. You're like, I think this is from the Princess Bride or something. Seth was like, no, that's Princess Diaries 2, Lucas. Yeah. You're like, it is Princess. Like you knew the quotes from Princess Diaries 2 just on a Rolodex in your mind.
I'm a big fan. I have an eidetic memory for just that movie.
And then New Year's Eve that we did last year and Mother's Day, another holiday-based ensemble cast film.
Yeah. Is he still with us?
Garry Marshall?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is Garry Marshall in the room with you right now?
Brandon.
Is your psychiatrist talking to you?
Nope, he was. He died in 2016.
Damn.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Dead man's movie. That's kind of spooky.
It's the first time we've done that.
Totally. Yeah. That's totally what we've done.
Yeah.
We've done a goddamn film from 1947, but
yeah, but that guy, he made the movie when he was like 9.
I
think.
Yeah.
So he's cool.
So he's only 86 right now. And then writers, you got 2 of them. You got 3 of them. You got one person and then you got a duo. First writer's Catherine Fugate. She did Carolina, The Prince and Me. She wrote New Year's Eve, and she wrote 117 episodes of Army Wives.
Doesn't sound like a scripted show.
Army Wives? Oh,
yeah,
it
I've never
is.
heard of it. It sounds like
my mom watched so much Army Wives.
The Real Housewives of Fort.
The Real Housewives of Soldiers in Baghdad, Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
In Fallujah.
Yeah. They just live in the Midwest, though.
Yeah.
Title's just to bring people in.
And then our other writers are the combo duo of Abby Cohn and Mark Silverstein. They've done that Drew Barrymore film, Never Been Kissed. Why is that so funny?
Never been kissed? Fucking nerd.
They
Drew Barrymore looking ass.
That Drew Barrymore looking ass.
Yeah, anytime somebody looks like they haven't been kissed.
My mom loves Drew Barrymore.
Of course she does.
And Bon Jovi.
Of course she does.
Who was in New Year's Eve.
He was.
But he was not in this.
I wish he wasn't.
They also wrote He's Just Not That Into You.
That the
ensemble cast one?
No, I'm thinking of How to Lose a Guy, I think. Matthew McConaughey.
McCon, yeah.
The McCon.
And Bradley Cooper.
What?
I think so.
Guy's so handsome.
They also wrote The Vow. What happens when you mix The Notebook and 50 First Dates?
Huh.
Is that the one where she's amnesic?
Yeah, and she's with John Cena, and he has to make her fall back in love. Not John Cena. Channing Tatum. It's not John Cena.
Close enough.
I was kind of thinking the same thing too, actually. But
she's with Macho Man Randy Savage. He's got to make her fall back in love.
I saw it with my high school girlfriend, The Vow.
You saw it with her?
And I played Temple Run the whole time.
Ooh, good game.
Placing
classic.
Pitching it back in the time period.
And then their last two that we have on here is How to Be Single and I Feel Pretty. A lot of romance stuff, but that's their niche.
It's his thing.
That's their niche.
Some femme films.
Their Nietzsche.
Some femme films. So now that we're through, we got
film fatales.
We got a cast, guys, and this is an ensemble cast. So just buckle in.
Do it auction style really fast. Or no, not auction style, like reading the side effects of a medicine that they don't want you to know the side effects of. They're like, warning. This film may include, and they just list all the names.
Humira can be used for rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
It will decrease inflammation in the body, but do not take it
also
if you are
doing
allergic
prospector's
to.
voice.
Side effects and
cast. Baroque as hell.
Side effects and cast could include Julia Roberts, Jamie Foxx, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Alba, Kathy Bates, Jessica Biel, Bradley Cooper, Eric Dane, Patrick Dempsey, Jennifer Garner, Topher Grace, Ashton Kutcher, Queen Latifah, Taylor Lautner, Taylor Swift, George Lopez, Shirley MacLaine, Emma Roberts, Christine Lake, and Hector Elizondo.
Oh.
Tell your doctor if you've suffered from any of the above.
That was good.
Do it with a prospector voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, do I have to do it fast?
Yes.
Humira can be used. If you got any of the side effects of the cast above, just that could include Julia Roberts, Jamie Foxx, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Alba, Kathy Bates, Jessica Biel, Bradley Cooper, Eric Dane, Patrick Dempsey, Jennifer Garner, Topher Grace, Ashton Kutcher, Queen Latifah, Taylor Lautner, Taylor Swift, George Lopez, Shirley MacLaine, Emma Roberts, Christine Lake, and our Hector Elizondo.
Good job. You did it.
That's my man. That was awesome. I could never do that. I could never do it regularly.
It was terrible.
It was. I was going to say horrific, but that's not what I wanted to say. It was awesome. It was wonderful to watch.
As a direct to auctioneer prospector, direct to consumer medicine commercial speaker.
Yeah. Which I think, if you're good at something, never do it for free, Brandon. Make it a career.
Honestly, I think I might be the best in the world at that. I might have a monopoly on that market right now, and I need to capitalize.
You need to patent it for sure.
Trademarked. Called it. Suck it, bitches. I got it now.
Bad, the movies and this guy.
A pharmacy, a drug called Giddy-Up or something.
Ooh. Yeah, that makes you talk like that.
That makes you talk really fast like a prospector.
Yeah.
Like an upper.
Doc, my prospector voice is kind of going down. It's been lacking. My wife's been telling me for years.
Please tell
Can I
your
get a pill for that?
please call your doctor if your prospector voice lasts longer than 4 hours.
Seek medical attention immediately.
That's
Oh, that's
bold.
so funny. So those names that I mentioned, did you hear them or were you just enjoying me reading?
Oh, we heard them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything stand out to you in those names?
A lot of Oscar winners. I'm sure you.
A lot of Oscar winners, yeah.
Yeah.
Hector Elizondo jumped out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know him,
Shirley
but I like
MacLaine.
the
She's
name.
pretty old. Todd
The
Laverne and
big
Shirley, I assume.
there were 3 that I really wanted for you guys to pop out at. One was Emma Roberts,
Yeah.
niece of Julia Roberts.
Yeah. 2 was Julia Roberts,
Son,
uncle of Emma Roberts.
not uncle, aunt. The next one was Hector Elizondo, the guy who has to be cast in every Garry Marshall film possible.
Really?
Yeah,
He
he's
did
in
a
all
pretty
of them.
good job in this.
He had a way bigger role in this than he did in the fucking New Year's Eve one.
Serious role. Yeah.
New Year's Eve, he was like this Russian maintenance guy fixing the fucking ball drop thing.
That was a great movie.
And then the third name was Christine Lakin.
I don't know
I
that
don't know.
name.
I don't know who that is.
She is the naughty.
Ooh, she was the naughty.
Who is she in this?
I think she was like she had a smaller role, but she was the news director person that was running the stage and whatnot with Kathy Bates. She was
Yeah,
always
it was
talking to
more
Jamie
minor.
Foxx.
That's a
Yeah.
really small role.
But yeah,
Okay.
the
Naughty.
big 3: Emma
Yeah.
Roberts, Christine Lakin, and Hector Elizondo. But other names are kind of just hit or miss.
I guess they never miss, huh?
Plot for you guys today, like Cam Thomas. He dropped 47 tonight
Whoa. A little roaring out there.
after 44 the night before. No
Speaking of
KD
which-
and no Kyrie, just going crazy.
Speaking of ballers, last 2 games of my middle school girls season, we win, we go undefeated. They're goated.
When are the games?
Tuesday and Thursday.
Let's
Oh
fucking
shit!
go.
Let's get it, Lucas. A plot today:
It's fucking exciting.
intertwining couples. Where did it go? Intertwining couples and singles in Los Angeles break up and make up based on the pressures and expectations of Valentine's Day.
Oh, baby.
Classic multiple storylines all converging into one.
Wah, wah.
Except I do think, saying it now, seeing New Year's Eve, they intertwined a little better than this one did.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
This is more,
What do you
yeah.
think, Seth?
Yeah.
How many times do you think you've seen New Year's Eve?
Average. Like over
U.S. and Canada.
Yeah. I think over my lifespan, probably I've seen it like 0.5 times.
Damn.
Yeah, which is like virtually 0.
Did you get to the part where he sings "Have a Little Faith in Me"?
No.
Oh shit.
No.
He fast
Wait,
forwards
wait,
over that Bon Jovi part.
I didn't watch the movie.
But you did watch Valentine's Day.
If I told you I watched Mother's Day. No, I watched Valentine's
Okay.
Day.
I actually didn't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, you threw me for a loop there.
I'm not a good actor, but I'm really dry.
Well, let's
Ugh.
try and
He's so fucking dry.
sopping you up.
Don't touch my skin, Brandon.
All right, some history for you guys. Valentine's Day is a 2010 American romantic comedy film directed by Garry Marshall, shot over a period of 53 days. This film features one of the largest ensemble casts in Hollywood history. In addition to the large cast that was in the film, these are a couple people that were in the running. I didn't have a whole lot of history, but Jennifer Aniston, Sandra Bullock, and Jodie Foster all turned down the role of Captain Kate Hazeltine.
Yep, Captain K. Hazeltine.
Rachel McAdams and Elizabeth Banks auditioned for the role of Morley Clarkson.
Do that.
Julia Stiles auditioned for the role of Kara, which was Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Katherine Heigl was considered for
Boo.
any role in the movie, but was dropped because of salary demands.
Even the quarterback.
Oh, like Katherine Heigl, Sean Jackson, quarterback of whatever team.
Yeah. The Pummelers.
And then some guys that were up for the role of Holden, who is Bradley Cooper. You had Sam Worthington, Orlando Bloom, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And Sam Worthington also turned down the role for Sean Jackson. So a lot of names were up in the running.
It seems.
Yep.
Seems like pretty quick money for this one, I bet. Filmed for a day or two.
Oh, like it's filmed over 53 days, but there's so many different stories and whatnot that you don't have to do a lot.
The whole time.
Yeah.
A week max.
Yeah. So a lot quick, easy money, which segues perfectly into if you're doing the books, you better not fudge it. Let's play a game called Guess the Dime.
Mix them together. I like it.
Yeah.
Seth, 50 million.
Okay. That was the quickest answer you've ever said.
I was stretching. He scared me.
Ooh, for Budjo.
That's what you normally do when you're stretching and somebody scares you. You just shout out a number.
Shout out numbers, yeah. I shout out how much I think this movie cost.
Pretty good guess, honestly.
That's why I said it.
I'm gonna go 40 million.
40 million. Lucas, I like your hoodie, by the way.
Oh,
it's a nice hoodie.
Nice hoodie.
One of you guys is so close. 52 million.
Oh,
I knew it was a good guess.
Yeah, it was a really good guess.
Should have 51'd it.
You should have.
You should have.
Lucas, how much do you think this made opening weekend?
$30 million.
Damn.
It's a good guess.
That is a good guess. But now it scares me because I was gonna guess 80. Fuck it, we'll just say 80 anyway.
It's literally right in the middle of you guys. The winner today is Seth. It's 56.3.
Holy shit.
So opening weekend, it made more than its budget. So
that makes sense. The trailer had "I Got a Feeling" by the Black Eyed Peas in it. There's no way that wasn't gonna make its money in a day.
That was the most streamed song for a decade.
Yeah. Well, it was that, and also the year that what's that song called? Hey, I'll be gone today. I'll be back around. That song was in the trailer. I think in the song or in the movie
it's in
too.
the opening. It's "Say Hey, I Love You" by Michael Franti and Spearhead.
That's right.
I love you. I love you.
Spearhead.
I don't know who that is.
Everyone only thinks it's Michael Franti. Spearhead's there too.
I don't know who either of those.
Don't leave him out, Seth.
I don't understand either of them.
He always does.
Quit forgetting about Spearhead, everyone.
I'm sorry.
Michael Franti doesn't deserve all the praise.
Can I forget Michael Franti then? As long as I remember Spearhead?
Yeah, I will. I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I'll say 130 million for US and Canada.
Total. Okay.
Damn. 160.
The winner today is Lucas.
Damn.
It's 110.5.
110.5.
110.5.
Good answer, Steve.
And then worldwide, what do we think?
Is Valentine's Day celebrated in China?
I don't know.
It's a good question.
Because that will affect.
Going to influence my answer. I'll say 160 million.
Fuck. It's just about to say that too.
We're on each other's ass today.
154? I don't know.
Okay. Our winner today is Lucas.
That's fucked up.
216.5 million.
I should have stuck with 200.
They must celebrate it in China.
Yeah.
So, $52 million budget, over $200 million it made. That's a huge win.
It's not bad.
We haven't had a movie make this much in quite a while, actually.
Ever, even.
Well, no, we've done the Transport. They've made $1 billion.
No.
Yes.
It's fake money.
Although
it's fake. They printed it.
This movie made 216.5. This is the budget of Transformers 5. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And now we're into taglines.
The robots are taking over.
I got out. What did we just? Good luck, Chuck, today, and I was laughing so much at the tagline. The woman he wants is the woman he can't touch. And we're just like, what the fuck is that kind
You
of thing?
can't
So
say
hot.
that. So I just
It's
want to
a-
touch her. Brother,
a
you need to go
terrible
lie
tagline.
down or something. Maybe take a cold shower. Relax.
Calm
I
down.
just can't. Dry skin.
Don't touch my dry skin. All right, tagline number 1. A love story. More or less. Which is,
More.
yeah, definitely more. And
That's amore.
or less.
Or less. Hey.
There we go. That's a good bit. Also, another tagline. From the director of Pretty Woman comes a day in the life of love. What? That was... what?
I like it.
I don't like that one.
From the director of Pretty Woman.
Comes a day in the life of
Why'd
love.
you emphasize comes so much?
Because it's coming. It's on its way.
Comes.
I didn't say it like that. Don't do that.
You don't jerk off on the.
Don't jerk off on the podcast. It just seems wordy, and
That's
it doesn't
rule number 4.
it doesn't read as well as it sounds, maybe, because reading it feels weird.
Oh. You're supposed to complete the heart.
Bitch.
Jesus
do that.
Christ.
He's
So
completing
much
the heart.
profane
Are we
sexual
making our
things
own
coming.
I got
tagline?
more flowers.
Of course
on
we're
my
making
shirt.
our own taglines.
Let's see.
That's a bad one. I'm not gonna do that.
This
Saint
is
Valentine is blessing us with love.
What?
What else could he? What else?
that's better than mine.
Is it?
Yeah, mine is just gonna be like
I didn't say anything.
mine.
That was nothing.
Mine is just gonna be
What are you talking
this.
about?
This tagline is in Valentine's New Roman.
What?
And it's in Valentine's New Roman. The font.
What are you saying? I mean, mine's not any better.
That's
'cause I-
Valentine's New Roman.
Yeah, no, I had 2 that are like ostensibly worse.
Say 'em.
Well, because there's the Valentine's Day Assacre instead of massacre, which is
Okay.
just stupid. And then the other one's just not mean, but it's Valentine's Gay.
Hmm.
Yeah, which is also really stupid.
It's a little mean spirited.
Yeah, well, I didn't preface it with saying like this is the greatest thing I've ever said in my life. I said it was bad and dumb.
Yeah, it really makes my praising font so a good tagline now.
Yeah, it does.
So I
You're
think that's
welcome.
the winner.
You're welcome for taking the bullet
This
on that one.
this poster is written in Valentine's New Roman. I think is our winner.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
Big
good.
underdog.
big underdog. It's facts time, boys.
Yeah, it sure is.
Valentine's facts, flower facts,
So dumb.
Elizondo facts.
We really gotta go outside the box on this one, fellas.
Ensemble facts.
February facts.
We're still in the box, boys.
That's alliteration. We do that.
We do
that.
that.
We do that.
Get
Um,
out
do
of your
facts.
mind.
Oh,
Okay,
The
okay.
outside the.
Velociraptor facts.
He wants outside the
He wants
box.
Velociraptor facts.
Velocifaxers. We've done something like that.
We have done something like that for the Velocipaster. Well, we didn't do that way back then, but we should have done Velocifaxer.
But I think we've done that for something else.
It was probably something like totally non, like the gods must be crazy. We're
Yeah.
Velocifaxer. What about
That's right,
what
we did
about what about journalism facts?
What?
Because Jamie
Gary
Foxx.
facts.
What did you just say?
Gary facts.
Gary facts.
Gary facts, yeah.
Big Rog facts.
No, it's not Big Rog facts.
Largest ensemble facts of all time.
Ooh, there we
Yeah.
go. I think that's our winner.
It's a lie, but there we go.
What?
One of
Fuck.
the largest ensemble facts of all time.
But we have the largest facts of all time, so that's the truth.
Oh,
Some truth-telling old wives.
yeah, we do have the biggest. So yeah, the largest ensemble facts of all time.
break.
First fact is this is the second opening for a romantic comedy just behind the Sex and the City with 57 million.
Good fact.
Wow.
Is that
Can't believe
true?
The
Drop
second-
charges.
The second.
He did what in the city? Unconsensually?
Oh, fuck!
Oh, Brandon.
Oh,
Are you okay?
I hit my knee so hard.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It just hit right on the soft spot.
He hit his knee on
He's
his
okay.
new giant desk he bought. He's not used to it taking up so much
Break
space.
it in.
That is true.
Yeah, he's breaking it in by breaking his knees.
I'm breaking my knee.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this
And-
first one was
yeah.
the second this is the second biggest opening for a rom-com, just behind Sex and the City from 2008 with $57 million. I don't know how much Sex and the City came in at, but
Less than that.
More than that.
Or more than that?
Yeah.
Because it was second, right?
you had two options and you got it wrong.
Yeah, I misheard everything, I guess.
Next, Ashton Kutcher plays Bennett. He's also played Bennett in another role on The Ranch.
Ooh.
Lucas
Ooh.
loves The Ranch.
No,
Does
I
he?
don't. Do you know my ranch story?
No.
Oh, well, please tune in to season 2. I think it's episode 4 or 5 of The Ranch. You can hear my laugh in the laugh track because I was a part of the live audience for The Ranch.
Oh,
Because
really?
My mom signed us up for that. Yeah, and it was the worst fucking ordeal of our life. Because for this half-hour taping, we were stuck there for like 5.5 hours with no food or water or anything.
You're just
Well, I
sitting in a
was staying
chair?
in like an audience away from the stage. Yeah, while this poor other comedian has to do crowd work the whole time to get us engaged. And then the episode's about like Ashton Kutcher like artificially inseminating a cow and just digging in her ass the whole movie. The whole scene. It was absurd, and I hate The Ranch.
That's awesome.
So did your mom hate it too when she went?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know it was like a sitcom style thing. I thought it'd be like a Trailer Park Boys ripoff.
Nope, it was the exact same studio as 2.5 Men.
That's
Just with like Western decor.
yeah, and still Ashton Kutcher, I guess.
yeah.
Huh.
But Danny Masterson was there, who's a giant rapist.
Season
But we
2.
did see Sam Elliott.
That's awesome. Episode 4 or 5 when he's trying to inseminate a cow. Okay.
Were you laughing like super loud or anything?
Yeah, there's that one part where I'm like, haha.
like the ostrich.
Have you gone to watch the episode? Can you hear yourself?
I don't know. It's pretty bad, honestly. I don't know if I ever went back for it.
Interesting.
Didn't want to relive it again.
I have to go
I
check
think
that
they
out.
bang in a laundromat too.
Oh my god.
But the thing is if we watch it, we have to watch it like 9 times. The episode 9 times so that we can sit through it for 5 hours to feel what Lucas felt. No food or drink.
I don't think I've ever watched a TV show to like get the experience of the guy they made laugh. That's never been like
Has never
Not
been on
a
your
good
bucket
time
list.
replicate.
yeah, it's not a good supplement for my viewing pleasure. It's like I can really feel how the pain and effort that went into the show because I sat in a chair for 5 hours like this guy.
It took a lot of the magic out of show business for me, honestly.
Yeah, because
For
they
real.
have like the guy that does crowd work. Like they have people that just tell you to laugh more, right? Like they give you
Exactly.
cues, like you don't laugh organically, if
Naturally.
you will. Yeah,
Especially the 7th time we see it.
yeah.
Fucking Danny Masterson keeps forgetting his fucking lines.
Fucking idiot.
So there's The Ranch story.
That's awesome.
Next, Jessica Biel and Jamie Foxx appeared in Stealth together from 2005.
Oh my god.
In both
One of my
films,
quotes.
Jessica Biel plays a character named Kara as well.
Oh my
So
god.
here's another name similarity one.
Nice.
Do you forget that they were in Stealth together?
Yeah, I don't really try to remember Stealth.
So I was thinking about it.
I
I was
did.
thinking about
Yeah.
all these different actors that we've seen so far. Because Jamie Foxx was in those. Jessica Alba was just in Good Luck Chuck.
He's paying.
Yeah. Penguin Pussy.
yeah. We had Jennifer Garner and Ashton Kutcher together in Dude, Where's My Car?
Young.
Haven't seen that in
Christine
a while.
Lakin from
Mhm.
Hottie and the Naughty. Hector Elizondo, just from his others. I'm sure anything that Taylor Lautner ever does, we could probably do on here. The Twilight series or Shark Boy and Lava Girl or something.
Yeah, we can't do Twilight because then we have to do all of them.
You don't want to sit through 5 of those?
Not again.
Mm.
I've seen them though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The baseball scene in the first one's pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's kind of silly.
I mean, yeah, but it's probably the best part of it.
That's bad.
So yeah, we've got a lot of people that have kind of made appearances in here already.
Good note.
Friends of the show.
Next, during the credits,
Friend of the podcast, all these famous people.
this episode is sponsored by famous people.
Every one of them.
Nice.
During the credits, the chauffeur mentioned to Kate they are passing Rodeo Drive, asking her if she's ever shopped there. This refers to Julia Roberts' role in Pretty Woman, and she says, "I did once. It was a big mistake, big, huge." In Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts' Vivian tells the shop assistants, "Big mistake, big, huge," in that same tone. That was like my last note of the thing was during the outtakes. Like, oh shit, Pretty Woman reference, and that was before I remembered that Garry Marshall did Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
It's Rodeo Drive as well.
I thought it was, and then I was like, no, it's not. And then
we gonna hit Rodeo. The Valentine. I don't know the rest of it.
Fill the void.
I don't know the rest of it. What void? You made this.
Oh yeah. Next, Julia Roberts was paid $11,952 for each word she says in the film. She says 251 words in return for reportedly a $3 million paycheck.
I was gonna guess.
Guess that contract.
Guess that paycheck.
Did she have a stipulation in her contract that was how much money she was going to get per word, or did she get a contract and then somebody did the math on how many words she spoke?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay, they didn't have to rewrite it. Like, we can't pay her this fucking much. She's a huge role. We got to rewrite it. Yeah.
They would have paid Jennifer Garner so much money.
It's crazy. They still did.
More with Julia Roberts, though. She was also guaranteed 3% of the film's gross earnings.
She's a queen.
Granting her an additional $6.5 million. So she made nearly $10 million off this small role.
I mean, she was, I think, for a very long time, the highest paid actress in Hollywood.
She's so good.
15 years. Yeah.
Julia Roberts is like, when I was watching her like on the plane with Bradley Cooper, and like she would do her laugh and all of her things just on the plane and whatnot.
Her laugh was so good. Yeah.
I would look over to Marina. I'm like, Julia Roberts is too good for this kind of film. Like,
she's worth $250 million. Miss Roberts is.
Damn.
Me too.
What an icon.
You got Me Too'd?
No, I didn't get Me Too'd.
Gross.
Poor taste.
Next, Jamie Foxx recorded a song for Jamie Foxx recorded a song for the film called "Quit Your Job." Although it is featured in the film,
so we're stealing quotes now.
Although it is featured in the film, it never made it onto the soundtrack because of its profane lyrics.
Oh, okay. Like, it's in the movie, but if you bought the soundtrack of the movie, it's not in that.
Yeah.
Weird they used to sell those. Weird they probably still do.
Yeah. Remember when I first got an MP3 or even like a CD player, and my dad was like, "Watch out for the little E's on the CDs. That means explicit, and you can't buy those because they've got bad words."
I remember that on iTunes when I first was buying iTunes songs. Before, you had to convert them to MP3 because I didn't have an iPod, so that took a while to figure out. But I bought Paralyzer by Finger 11. Yeah. There's a line that says, "So far has not been good. It's been shitty." It was not the explicit version. There was no E in it. So I was listening, and I like tattled on myself, and I was like, "Dad, it says a bad word in this song." And he's like, "Was there an E next to it?" I was like, "No, this is just regular." And he's like, "Huh, yeah, whatever." All right.
Someone slip.
Yeah.
Levi's a real homie. Let you keep listening to Paralyzer.
Doggy dog.
Great song. Next. When Edgar is at the cemetery before the movie starts, on the movie screen is the title of the movie Hot Spell from 1958, and pictured the two main characters. He mentioned that the woman on the screen is his trifecta. When asked if he meant literally the actress on screen, he said yes, literally. The actress on the screen was Shirley MacLaine, who played his wife in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fact?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They like said that in the movie.
They were like, "Oh my
kind of
God,
a
that's
cool
Shirley
nod.
MacLaine
Yeah.
It was a pretty heavy
breaking the
implication,
fourth
though.
wall." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Gary's a fucking
Um,
postmodernist.
Penultimate one.
Fucking
At the
existentialist
time,
nightmare.
this movie was released, the star-studded cast had collectively been nominated for 16 Oscars during their careers, including 4 wins. The nominations were shared by actors and actresses. Kathy Bates had been nominated for 3 and won 1. Jamie
Misery.
Foxx had been nominated for 2 and won 1.
Ray.
Anne Hathaway had been nominated for 1 at the moment. Which
Don't know.
it was
Batman.
no, it was not
Princess
Batman.
Diaries 2.
No, it
Batman
was not.
2.
It was
Batgirl.
from 08.
Princess Diaries 1.
No, you can't just keep saying Princess Diaries ones. It was Rachel getting married.
The fuck is that?
Of course.
Nowhere near as popular as the Princess Diaries. She was nominated for 1. Queen Latifah for 1. I don't know what Queen Latifah's been nominated for.
Maybe a song. She's pretty badass.
Roadhouse.
Shirley MacLaine for 6 at the time.
Bunch of old shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. She has won 1, but I don't know what it was. And nominated for another 5. And then Julia Roberts nominated for 3 with her win in what, Seth?
Valentine's Day.
No.
Fuck.
Is it Aaron Brockovich?
It's Aaron Brockovich.
The hell is that?
Oh, it's such a good film. Julia Roberts is so good in Aaron Brockovich.
Is
It's
she a
not even the
lawyer or
best
something?
movie
Yeah.
Steven Soderbergh directed that year.
Who?
Steven Soderbergh. Wait, what was the other one he did that year?
Traffic, which was also
He did Traffic. Yeah, both of those were Best Picture. He had 2.
a monster.
And then later on, coming down the road, Anne Hathaway gets nominated for 2 more
Beating that
Oscars.
guy's fucking weight, yeah.
And wins 1 for her role as Fantine in Les Miserables.
So funny.
Bradley Cooper's been nominated for like 3 more since then.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, and American Sniper.
And Nightmare Alley, or was he not nominated for that?
He was not nominated for that.
Mm.
But yeah,
Or
a lot.
A Star is Born?
A Star is Corn.
No, he didn't. He almost got director, though, I remember. But yeah. So a lot of firepower. I was thinking Ashton Kutcher got nominated for Jobs, but it was Michael Fassbender that got nominated for Jobs. The far better Steve Jobs film.
Yeah, Ashton Kutcher. It would never be. I'm sorry, Mr. Kutcher.
He's
Not
pretty
your
bad.
home.
He was pretty good in The Guardian.
What the hell is that?
It's the one where he's training to be a
Guardian.
Coast Guard guy.
There's no way.
He's actually pretty good in it. I will give you that.
He was in The Ranch.
That is true. You don't even know The Ranch.
He's in it, though.
Yeah, he is. And then my last fact for you guys is our nominations. Let me pull them up. It had 7 wins and 12 noms. Let's see if there's anything big.
That's 7 wins?
Yeah.
For what?
The Casting Society of America was
nominated.
nominated.
For that shit.
Nominated for
Like
best
Citizen
casting
Kane for
and
casting.
big budget feature.
Finally beat that guy in Thailand that caught a bass yesterday.
It did win the ASCAP award for top box office films.
Is that the? Oh, never mind. I was thinking that's the Protecting Animals.
That's ASPCA, not PAC.
Do you get an award for just making money?
I guess so.
Life.
It won the Guild of Music Supervisors Award for Best Music Supervision for Julianne Jordan.
Good for her.
This was nominated for Best Kiss at the MTV Movie Awards.
It what?
Yeah.
Which 2 got nominated? Which kiss?
2?
Well, yeah, there's 2 people that kiss.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of kisses in this. But
Yes.
2 of them got...
No, there's only 1 kiss that got nominated, but who were the 2 people that kissed
Probably
is what I'm
Kutcher
saying.
and
Oh.
Garner.
Was it? Do you want me to guess before?
Yes,
Okay.
of course I want you to guess.
Well, that would have been my guess. Now I want to guess something else. Because who... I don't know. Topher and Anne Hathaway.
Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner.
That can't be right.
Boo.
It's the MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It was nominated for a
Boo this man.
People's Choice Award for favorite comedy movie. Razzies, we have 2 wins and 2 noms. The 2 noms: worst actor Taylor Lautner, and worst supporting actor George Lopez. George Lopez had a bigger role than Taylor Lautner. George Lopez was decent.
Yeah, I love George Lopez.
And then winner for worst supporting actor Jessica Alba as Morley.
She was worse than Good Luck Chuck. No,
she was pretty bad in this.
No.
And then Razzie winner for worst actor Ashton Kutcher.
That makes
probably earned.
Yeah, that was
He was
really
doing
bad.
a mentally disabled bit, I thought. Boy, look at me! I gotta be a girl.
She showed up to the red carpets, and they're like, "Wow, I can't believe he's not autistic."
That's what they
Blows
thought
my
with Andrew
mind.
Garfield after Hacksaw Ridge.
And with DiCaprio.
Yeah, well, he clearly
DiCaprio after what's eating
that was
Godfrey.
genuine. Yeah,
they
like
actually
Well,
thought
so was
he
Andrew
was-
Garfield.
he was so good in that movie.
Was that like his first movie?
No.
No. Are we talking about Garfield?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
not his first movie.
No.
Because he was in the Spider-Mans before.
Social Network.
He was in the Spider-Mans and the Social Network.
Yeah, so people probably met him before, and they were like surprised that he wasn't like his Hacksaw Ridge characters. He was that good. That seems stupid. That seems made up. That's a made up story.
That's just Lucas's story of why he hates Hacksaw Ridge so much. Is it was like a Forrest Gump goes to Vietnam kind of thing.
Was it? I mean, I haven't seen it, but the clips I've seen, they don't seem like they don't seem like he's dumb. It just seems like he's
so
like,
dumb.
He's dumbly
polite,
dedicated to his religion.
He's so dumb.
But he's not dumb like Forrest Gump is dumb, where he like fails his way up the stairs somehow.
That's not supposed to, but Garfield plays the character that way. He goes,
"Okay,
what's this, a gun? I don't know how to shoot this. You point this way? I could never kill a Charlie."
I might have to watch that then.
I think it's pretty good.
It
was nominated for Best Picture.
The bits from it I've seen look pretty good. Like it looks like a decent movie, but I would believe wholeheartedly that Andrew Garfield ruins like it's 90% a fantastic film and 10% is like I just wish it was anybody else. I wish Ashton Kutcher had done this instead.
Andrew Garfield's a great actor.
Is he great?
Or have you seen Tick Tick Boom?
I think he's overrated.
Have you seen Tick Tick Boom?
I think he's overrated.
No.
I'm just so good in Tick Tick Boom. And The Social Network, he was amazing in.
He's good in that.
Yeah, and 21, The Fantastic Four, Whiplash he was good in.
What are you? You're talking about Miles Teller.
Yeah. They're the same overrated guy.
He wasn't in 21.
They're the same. Miles Teller wasn't either?
No.
I thought Miles Teller was. My point stands. They're both pretty fine. They're like okay.
They're above average.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're good.
And then our last awards are at the Teen Choice Awards. 9 nominations, 3 wins.
What the fuck is in 21?
This was the 3, or we'll do the noms first. Teen Choice Award for Best Female Scene Stealer, Anne Hathaway. Best Male Scene Stealer, George Lopez. Choice Movie Actress in a Rom-Com, Queen Latifah.
It's Josh Gad.
Yeah, Josh Gad is in that.
Yeah, it wasn't either of them. It was just some fucking guy that was the lead. Sorry.
Well, what's his name? He's from
Jim
across
Sturgis or
something?
something?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Best Lip Lock, Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift.
So bad.
Best Hissy Fit, Jessica Biel. I think when she's on the floor.
What a category.
Yeah. Probably when she was throwing a fit.
Best Teen Chemistry.
Yeah, what a category. I'd like to see the noms every year for that.
Best Teen Chemistry, Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner.
Best Hissy Fit.
And then 3 winners. Winning for Choice Movie Rom-Com. Winner for Best Actor in a Rom-Com, Ashton Kutcher. And winner for Best Breakout Female Actress, Taylor Swift.
It's true. This was the beginning of her
this is the beginning of her
illustrious career. What?
This is the beginning of her reconnaissance.
That's, yeah.
This was before she went pop, which I think
yes, it is.
Marked by Shake It Off's release.
Yeah, in like 2014.
It was kind of like her transition period into pop because the fairy tale was in this. Today was a fairy tale, which is like
that's still pretty country.
That's pretty country.
No. No. That's not folksy. Did you listen to the song? It's like extremely pop, but there's a guitar in it. So you're like, oh, this is country.
In the way you kiss me.
I mean, she's like a pop country singer. She's not.
Yeah,
Des
she's always
Brooks,
been a
but-
pop country.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm just saying that this is well, not anymore. She's not pop country. But
could
I'm
you-
saying
I
like
see
this
what
is
you're
the
saying. She's not-
transition.
Yeah, her earlier work was pretty purely country singer-songwriter.
Yeah, Teardrop on My Guitar, I would still listen to.
Picture
this
to
day.
Burn, Tim McGraw.
Just another picture to burn. Yeah.
You
I love some
came,
old Swift.
Tim McGraw. I hope you think of me. Could you imagine if, like, after all of her pop stuff that she's doing now,
She went back.
excuse me, no, she goes like really country and she just does like Johnny Cash hurt. She's
Well,
just,
no, now she's.
I hurt myself today.
She did hurt herself.
Taylor.
No, but now she's directing
Ouch.
feature films. Maybe she'll end up on our podcast.
Ooh.
Is she really?
She's directing a feature debut, I think, coming out next year. And she like sat down with Martin McDonough on the directors roundtable for the
Ooh.
Hollywood Reporter. Like, here are
Nice.
2 movie directors.
Taylor Swift and Martin McDonough.
Yeah.
Did
Hopefully
you
it
see
works out.
results of the Grammys last night now that we're on Taylor Swift?
I watched them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened.
The biggest winners of the night, Beyonce is now tied for the most wins of all time.
Ooh.
She has
With Michael
30
Phelps.
Wait, she has 31 Grammys, which is crazy.
That's crazy that that's tied for a record. Like it's crazy that's not already its own record.
Yeah. Harry Styles won Album of the Year.
I did see he won something.
Yeah, he won the big one. I really enjoyed his album, actually. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, those are very good words for album of the year.
I really enjoyed his
It's-
album and very good.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Very good.
Yeah. How does that man? Was it better than like what should have won, I guess?
Apparently, ABBA. ABBA was nominated for a shit ton of stuff.
What do you think should have won?
I don't
What
know.
were
I
you
didn't
rooting
listen to
for?
enough of them. I was probably rooting for Kendrick to finally get his Album of the Year.
He's never had one.
No. He lost. Damn lost to 21 Karat Magic from Bruno Mars. This lost to Harry Styles. And To Pimp a Butterfly lost to 1989 from Taylor Swift.
Didn't he lose to
Macklemore. Good
No,
Kid,
that was
Mad-
Frank Ocean, I think. They probably both lost to the heist.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, we should get back into the
That was
movie.
that was Kendrick, yeah.
Yeah.
Famously.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
those
Because
are our
Macklemore
nominations.
sent Kendrick an apology text after and was like, "Hey man, you should have won."
Dude, that shit's so corny.
Kendrick's like, "Damn right, I should have."
Yeah, it reminds me of
Dead on me.
it reminds me of Jason
Fuck you,
Tatum.
me.
It reminds me of Jason Tatum last year in the playoffs texting Kobe Bryant, being like, "This
Yeah.
one's for you, 2-4," and then like
And he
scoring
lose.
12 points and losing. And so many people had photoshopped and were like, "You suck ass." Like Kobe responding from the grave, like, "I came back just to tell you how much you
That's a
suck.
SpongeBob meme.
Don't text me anymore."
He's awesome.
Jason Tatum or Kobe?
Both. I like them
Both. Yeah. Both great players. All right. We're through noms.
Oscar winner,
That means
Kobe
we're
Bryant.
getting into Kobe is an Oscar winner.
What did he win for?
He did
Your
he
basketball.
won best animated
He did win Best
Um,
Animated Short.
short called Dear Basketball. It's beautiful.
He won that?
Yeah, he made that film and won it. The Oscar.
Yeah, he's one
I
of
know
the
he-
producers of it.
I think he just wrote the poem, which is still important in
And he
its own.
produced it, I think.
So he paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an Oscar winner.
Huh. Anyway,
Yeah. Let's get into
Was.
the movie.
was an Oscar winner.
Jesus
The
Christ.
bad
Now that
joke.
I think Earth has the record for most Oscars. Because when you die, God gets them.
And Grammys.
Yeah. Probably the devil.
Earth got an EGOT real quick.
Yeah. And that plane crash. All
Yeah,
the
for their-
famous people died.
They got one with Wind and Fire. Wind and
Literally.
Fire.
Let's get into the movie.
Yeah. Oh no, Nicole Kidman is in a fire.
Someone get some wind and water.
And some Earth, I guess.
Like a band.
Get an avatar.
Like, somebody make a band and play her out, Johnny. Like the old piano music and like burlesque area.
Or we
Era.
just get Avatar: The Last Airbender to put it out, but he uses all the wrong stuff. He's still learning.
Yeah.
So she's like on fire, like use water, and he just shoots her into
That's
the
the-
fucking
Isn't
sky with a rock.
Isn't his name Aang, not
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender?
His name, like Avatar:
Let's
The
get
Last
Avatar: The
Airbender.
Last Airbender.
Imagine having to call him that every time.
That's what
the series, every episode would have been 40 minutes instead of 30.
Well, when the world needed him most, he
Avatar:
killed
The
Nicole
Last-
Kidman.
Avatar: The Last Airbender vanished.
I like that.
And it was Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
She was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Of course.
She was stuck in the ice all these years.
And now
And now she's just an actress.
she's
Now
just
she's
an
causing
actress.
turbulence in the skies. What if that's what Aang did instead of was shooting down planes?
Yeah.
Airbending.
That'd be really funny.
He did 9/11.
That'd be so
Hey.
funny, Brandon.
Aang did 9/11.
With his airbending.
It's supposed to be. It's so
It's
funny.
supposed to
That's
be a
like
camel.
well, it's supposed to be a camel. It's a different universe
Yeah.
from ours entirely, where like the rules are different. You can bend nature to your will, but like I like in this fantasy universe, there's still a 9/11,
no matter what.
and there's still a guy that caused it who wasn't
There are these
like
there are
an
these
accident.
primal nations, but then there are just twin towers.
Yeah, Al Qaeda had an airbender. They just pulled the planes in.
That's fucking awesome.
That's so funny. I was telling Seth that I was watching Saturday Night Live last night. And I was watching like
There are no towers in Ba Sing Se.
I was watching the first episode of the new season because they lost like 5 members. So there's like 7 newbies. And I was like, ooh, they're going to need something big to kind of grasp people. This was back in October. So they had Miles Teller as the host and Kendrick as the music guest. But as I was watching this Saturday Night Live, there was a Ronald McDonald and all of his friends skit
Well, hell yeah.
where they're all
With Grimace?
actually... Yeah, but Grimace decided to go clean and got fucking jacked. And then they all end up being gay, I think. They were all gay for each other.
That's always where the bits go.
And then the other one was
What if it was like a regular thing, but everyone was gay the whole time?
and
Write
then-
that down.
And then the other one was Nicole Kidman in AMC. But then as everyone, she's like talking in it and she's sitting watching it and everybody's like looking around at her. And then they see her on the screen as she's sitting in the seats too. And they all stand up and salute her. And Kenan Thompson's like, what the hell? So he gets up, salutes. And once they all do, she turns into like fucking Storm from X-Men, starts floating and controlling the weather and shit. He was like, these are literally 2 things from our podcast on this SNL thing.
You don't think they listen to our podcast? do
Oh,
you?
they most definitely.
There's one guy that does.
Lorne Michaels.
Lauren Michaels definitely listens to our podcast.
This is kind of like a wake up call for me because like we're only funny enough to write SNL skits. Like I thought we were a little
We gotta
better than
up our
that.
game.
Yeah, I thought we were better than SNL, and now I feel
You thought we were better than like the most premier sought after improv comedy kind of thing? Sketch
Yes.
comedy?
Normie
yes,
shit.
yes.
It's usually the carpet doesn't move, buddy.
Good
noise.
That's
Thank
funny.
you. Thank you.
So-
That's the shit we like in here. Was that noise you made at his dog? Put that on television. Put that on the fucking TV.
Could you imagine? That's the next episode of
Live from New York.
It's That's literally the next.
It's just in that voice though.
That's so
Every
funny.
time he introduces somebody.
I was just thinking it was like a whole sketch. It's like nobody knows anything other than that noise, so they just walk around this.
Yeah.
It would play, dude. You know who watches that shit? You,
Me.
Mr. 146 IQ. And then I think you've probably got the highest of anybody that watches.
Anybody
There's probably
that
a
watches
40,
SNL?
46 point discrepancy between you and the next highest guy that watches SNL.
Yeah. Anymore. Yeah.
Because I don't want to shit on you about it. I'm just
Yeah.
not a fan. What movie are we watching?
This is the Drop Dead Fred podcast.
This is the Drop, the Dead, and the
We got-
Fred.
We got Michael Franti and Spearhead taking us in.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
and they're
that's
gone
how it
today.
starts. Hey, are you gone again? I'll be back on.
It's super
Seem
happy
like
Los Angeles
everywhere I
vibes.
go. And a
Speaking of
radio
immigrants
DJ.
doing yard work.
Yeah,
happy.
it was. radio DJ saying that it's his favorite day of the year, so he'll be here with us all day celebrating. I was like, do we really have to have a narrator for this movie?
It's not a narrator.
No, well, he said he was going to be here all
framing
day,
it.
so
This
I
is-
thought he was going to be in it.
It
a
did
lot
seem
more.
like it, yeah. Now this is closer to like an almost incidental / coincidental Greek choir chorus or whatever that we talked about last week.
and not Stu.
And not Stu, yeah. Because this guy's
Chuck.
part of the story. And his name's Romeo Midnight. I feel like I need to say that before
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
you do
mention
need to
it.
say that
yeah,
before.
I wrote it down. It was that important.
That's good.
But
That's cinema.
he'll put songs on, or he'll say the perfect thing in between, like characters talking to each other after a heartbreaking moment or a really heartfelt moment, and he'll be like, "Don't you just love it when you have a bunch of sadness in your heart? Just kidding. Here's the saddest song of all time." And then it's like,
Play
yeah,
Say Hey.
she she left me. Like it's
He
accidentally
plays Say
part of the
Hey by.
story.
He says he plays
Oh,
Say
Lucas
Hey by
died.
Michael Franti. Bless you. Bless you. And
I also have a
Speederman.
note that firefighter was hot. Hot firefighter. That dude
I don't-
was very handsome.
The fire.
I'll
Getting
take your word
coffee,
for it,
he
but I
said,
don't
"Call me."
remember.
This is the very beginning. What's happening?
It's
Hot
in, like, the
firefighters.
montage, yeah, of LA, and it's on Valentine's Day, and this girl's like giving him a cup of coffee, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
I don't
I
remember.
don't remember that either. That's weird.
Well,
Those are
I feel like I
fucking
would
good.
remember that.
big thing. Ashton Kutcher
Alright,
is in
finish
bed with Jessica Alba, and
It's a good question.
he wakes her up holding an
Just call
engagement ring. He proposes, they kiss, they hug, they're celebrating. She didn't say yes, but she's just happy that it's Valentine's Day.
She also fell asleep with her phone in her hand.
Yes, she did.
BlackBerry.
Big
And
thing.
him and
The
George
cast-
Lopez are. Go ahead.
The cast, like the intro credits of the cast, goes longer than the intro song. It's insane. The intro song is over, and they have to go to another introduction song just to get the
They
rest of
do.
the cast out.
That's wild.
They sure do. And him and George Lopez are delivery drivers for a flower company that he owns. And it's their big day. It's Valentine's Day. And then you meet Jamie Foxx. He's a news anchor, like sports journalist.
He's a
Number
classic
two.
Valentine's Day grump.
Yeah, exactly, but he
Kinda.
doesn't get to do any like good sports reporting either. He has to do all the Valentine's Day shit. While the fucking weather girl clogs on screen. What the hell was that?
Tap dancing, I think.
I don't.
I was like, she's just clogging with the weather.
It's such a misuse that Jamie Foxx is one of the most dynamic and most charismatic actors in the world, entertainers of the world. And like the role you give him for this is like the guy who's a Valentine's Day grump.
He literally
He's
won
so
an
much
Oscar
more.
5 years ago for Ray.
You know what I mean? Like that's just, you give the most exciting guy the most boring role in the movie.
Yeah, that's true. He can sing, act, dance, do whatever the fuck he wants, and
He's better
Yeah.
in stealth than this. Better
Yeah.
character.
remember when he crashed into the wall and they slow-mo crumpled him? That was fucking awesome.
Remember when he
That was a
went to
choice.
study the manual of the plane, and he said, "Fuck that," and plays basketball, spins it on his fingers.
While he's listening to like hip hop.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the better character than this one, for sure. But I was like, I don't know, they're probably about the same level of mundane, but no, the other guy's
But yeah, but
that guy fucks for sure.
He
They went to
did.
Thailand. He found himself an Asian wife immediately. He found himself a local girl and settled down like right away.
Were we too mean to stealth?
We might have been. I might have been as mean as I was to Dollman is how mean we all were to Stealth.
Stealth was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Stealth it was just boring. The cardinal sin of movies.
But he's pissed because he's the number 2 guy, gets bad stories, hates Valentine's Day, and his boss, Kathy Bates, is not standing for it. It's like Kathy Bates does not deserve this minor
Yeah,
role of
she
Jamie
also
Foxx's
shouldn't.
boss.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because she came back towards the end of the movie and I was like, oh my god, she's in this. She's amazing.
she has 3 appearances in it, all for 15 seconds.
Yeah, Kathy Bates
Horrible.
rules so hard.
But Ashton Kutcher buying flowers at this downtown flower shop, and Jamie Foxx is the person reporting the flower mart. And so he gets on screen, says, "Hey, come down to my flower shop, and we're the best.
Well,
it's Valentine's Day."
Yeah.
I laugh because it's the
Answers
Asian guy
trivia.
that
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher knows. He's like super excited to get on TV and interview. And then Kutcher's like, "Oh man, good for you." And then as soon as it starts, Kutcher comes in. He's like, "Yeah, actually, come down to my flower shop. This is really cool."
Yeah.
That guy froze up on screen.
That's like one of the only notes I took down was Jamie Foxx interview. He's like, I can't understand what this guy's saying, and Ashton could have just come in to like help him out. He's like, we sell this many flowers. I'm also a florist. I'm just here to help him out. And he's like, oh, can we get a white guy in here to say some words instead of? I can't understand all this.
Fuck this Asian man. Give me a basketball.
That was what it felt like.
But so yeah, he promotes it. They're gonna come down, and then you meet Patrick Dempsey. I also told Marina that I hate this kind of movie because you don't learn anybody's like actual names, so I put them all as their actor names. There's too many. Patrick Dempsey's getting ready to go to work as a doctor, and Jennifer Garner's in bed not wanting to go off to perform heart surgery on some kid. It's like, well, you should probably let him.
Maybe let him leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just stay with me.
Stay with me. I'll suck you off. He's like, well, I should probably.
You said suck? That kid can wait another couple days for a heart.
And she's supposed to go to this I Hate Valentine's Day dinner, but she doesn't want to go. She wants to stay with him. And Patrick Dempsey feels sad after seeing the news report of Ashton and Jamie Foxx for some reason. I don't know why he was all sad about it, but.
I thought he was sad about it?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was sad.
Maybe not.
I think he was just watching.
Maybe. But he looked with a sad face. And now you meet Topher Grace.
I love Topher Grace.
Co-star from that 70s show with Ashton Kutcher.
It's true.
Ashton Kutcher.
Didn't put it together.
No.
I thought it was Freddie Prinze Jr. for a while. And then I was like, oh, that's not Freddie Prinze Jr. It's Topher.
It's Topher. Also in Interstellar with Anne Hathaway.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
More minor role, and it's a decent role. And Anne Hathaway's a bigger role, obviously, in that film. But
yeah, but he probably had more screen time in Interstellar than this.
Yes, for sure.
Who's Interstellar?
What?
Who's Topher in Interstellar?
Topher,
some fucking guy.
Yeah,
I don't know. He helps somebody steal a kid at some point.
I don't remember that.
Topher.
He's
one that
he's Bryce Dallas Howard's lover later on, and then they go back to steal her brother's kid because
Jessica Chastain's.
Whatever. Same fine as hell. They go to steal her nephew from
Timothy Chalamet.
What? They go to steal her from the farm because they refuse to leave in this new era Dust Bowl. And she's mad at her brother, so she's going to save the kid.
There was little Timothy Chalamet in that.
That child? That's not right.
The son?
Medium-sized boy.
The son that grows up to be Casey Affleck? Yeah, that's Timothy Chalamet.
Huh.
Yeah, crazy. But, so yeah, a lot of connections here. And Topher Grace waking up next to Anne Hathaway, taking Polaroid photos of him while in like his button-up shirt.
Yeah, of his flaccid penis.
Yeah.
I think she's got Polaroids of him now.
His 11-inch flaccid penis.
Topher Grace smacked.
Topher, I hardly know her. And her phone rings. And so she's got to get the hell out of there. She's like, I'm late.
He shoots his laundry through a hoop. They make that very clear.
They do make that clear.
He's like an Indiana boy, which is, they don't really know what they're doing with the character.
I don't know.
He was just up in the air. Well, she leaves in a hurry, convinced his neighbor that he wasn't gay too. That's important.
Yeah.
But as she gets outside to take this phone call, she's a phone sex worker. She puts on all these accents and whatnot, talking to clients on the street. It's like 1-800-SPANK ME. Can you imagine if we called and we got Anne Hathaway?
Hang her up.
I would move.
To get me a woman with less teeth. I've always
less
too many teeth. No, that's what her.
I was thinking you. I was thinking you were saying
too big. It's that she has like a couple extra.
Exactly, they're all packed.
9 to be specific.
You look at it. She's got pretty crowded teeth going on.
I think that's
very
like
beautiful, of course. But.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I think besides you, that's probably the subconscious appeal of Anne Hathaway to every other man and woman on the planet.
Oh my God, she has so many teeth.
I know. Yeah, but if you think about it, you're like, oh, that is a lot of teeth. But in the back of your head, you're like, something about her is just different, and I love it. But when you realize what it is, you're suddenly like thrown off and put off by it.
Huh, teeth.
Huh.
I didn't know that was my kink.
Yeah.
When you said she's a woman with too many teeth, I was like, do you like old women that take their dentures out or something? I was like,
that too.
That too.
A lot of men are searching for thigh gaps, and Luke's is looking for incisor gaps.
Mouth gaps.
Yeah, mouth gaps. That's better than what I said.
Incisor.
More crude.
Mouth gaps?
Mouth gaps, yeah.
What's next? She's a sex
A mouth
worker.
gap
Don't.
implies you need to fill it.
Can you explain this gap in your mouth on your resume? That's Harvey Weinstein's interview.
He just spit out Cheetos.
I did. They're not Cheetos, they're Cheeto puff corn, but
That's Harvey Weinstein's thing.
Yeah, that was his interview process.
Can you explain this gap in your mouth on this resume?
I shouldn't have said that.
That's so bad. That's so fucked up. But fuck that guy.
Yeah, but we're not agreeing with him.
satire.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't think of the
Satire.
word. Flat tire.
Love lad.
He took you can't call dibs on an idea. Like an abstract concept.
Watch him. He's gonna fucking do it.
All right, well, I get metaphysics then.
And I get astro project.
Took away my metaphysics.
He's floating away. Someone hold him down.
And that's my real physics.
No, but he
It's
just
my
can't
soul.
think now. Go on.
Like a ball. Anyways, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, is that where we are?
Next you get Hector Elizondo and Shirley MacLaine. They wake up together, exchange gifts on Valentine's Day when they see on TV Jamie Foxx doing more wacky holiday news stories. And their little grandson that they're taking care of, so fed up and heartbroken on this holiday. He's like 10.
He's so sad. I thought that he
Little
bought her.
nerd.
I thought he bought his wife a box of cigarettes for a second. I didn't see what it was, and she's like, I thought she saw a pack of cigarettes. She's like, I thought we said no presents this year. This was $8 at a gas station. It was something nice. I don't remember, but yeah, he's sad as hell, and he's watching the Valentine's Day news.
Ripping up hearts and just shit. I was like, what is he
Yeah,
going
kids
through at 10
watching.
years old?
Channel 13 News.
I used to watch the news. I had never understood it, but I used to want to pretend I was smart.
Did you rip up Valentine's Day hearts too?
Yeah, because I was also a little sad little shithead.
Sad, hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you get Jennifer Garner meeting Taylor Swift in an elevator, talking about this giant teddy bear that her boyfriend left behind for her. And she is the dumbest character of all time. I hated
Dumber than
her character.
the $1 Million Duck Lady.
Yes.
They might have been the same amount of dumb, but $1 Million Duck Lady was like charming about it. It was like a charming dumb. She's like, she's so sweet. Whereas Taylor Swift, it was just like, she just didn't know what you were saying half the time, so she would just continue what she was saying. I can't talk.
She did
Stupid.
not a bad job acting, though.
No.
As a ditzy character.
I think
she
Taylor
did
Swift was great. Yeah, I just thought the writing of her was really bad.
The character
and that was
is the worst character of all
That
time.
was kind of the point. Like, you weren't supposed to love her, I guess. But why would you make a ensemble cast movie with people you're not supposed to like that you're also rooting for? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you get introduced to two more characters, Bradley Cooper and Julia Roberts, on a flight together. She's in an army outfit sleeping on Bradley Cooper's shoulder. We'll come back to them.
She's Common from New Year's Eve. For the same
What?
role. Remember Common?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the same role.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer Garner comes to meet Ashton at the flower shop. So excited for him getting engaged. And he says she should go see Patrick Dempsey. And she does give him like a kiss or something too. I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on here?
Who kissed Patrick Dempsey?
No. Jennifer Garner comes in and kisses Ashton Kutcher at the flower shop.
Oh, they
just
do...
like on the cheek, like a little thing. I was like, is she his sister or whatnot?
No, that's what they do in the
best
big
friends.
cities.
Yeah.
Here in Montana, we don't really kiss each other on the cheek as friends.
This is a big city though, so
Yeah. Don't lick me. Stay away from my skin.
There's one point, I think Jennifer Garner's manning the counter, or someone else is manning the counter, and someone puts a baby up there, and she freaks out. She's like, "Don't put
that
it
lady,
up there."
that lady was like, don't put that baby on that counter. What the fuck?
She
She
said-
said, fall.
It's dangerous.
But she's like, you should go see
Yeah,
Patrick Dempsey.
trillion
But you get to see Patrick Dempsey as a fucking liar pulled up to a mansion in his Porsche,
Fucking
put a
liar.
wedding
God.
ring on, and visits his family and his wife. That rat bastard.
He's a rat. A dirty
He's
rat.
cheating.
He's cheating. And now back on the plane, Julia Roberts has taken a long flight from active duty for 1 day back at home, but won't say why. He's always like, what guy are you going to see back home? I hope he loves it for Valentine's Day, all that stuff. And there was one point he said
Kind of
something
hitting
to
on
her.
her, yeah.
A little bit, but he said something to her, and she like genuinely laughed. I think she broke character, but they like left it in this scene.
Yeah, I bet later on, I think, but she has an awesome laugh. Good laugh, Julia, I put.
No, that wasn't the laugh.
Good
She does the
laugh.
laugh later, but this is where she like does it like a big smirk and like looks to the side. And I think she broke character, but they just left it in. But anyway,
She's just so
Jessica Alba shows up to that flower shop, not wearing her ring. She wants to keep the engagement a secret for a while because there's so many questions.
Right.
Questions.
I think is most people's response to getting engaged. Kind of want to keep it to themselves.
No.
What?
No.
What?
Yeah. And so she wants to keep it a secret
No.
for a while. Ashley.
No.
No.
Yeah, we could write. We could write.
We could write for SNL. And so, but he's Ashton Kutcher's like, you know what? I'm on board. Yeah, you've got so many questions. We'll do whatever now. And now you get Gramps, Hector Elizondo, teaching his grandson all about love and how he met his grandma, telling him this big story. And he also teaches him that Moore Park, the crap room thing spelled backwards. He was like, hey, look at that sign. It's Moore Park. It's just like, what does that say backwards? And like, crap. I was like, that was so fucking lame. But the kid's too invested in this holiday and his stories. The little kid was kind of a bad actor.
I said my middle schoolers would fucking eat this kid alive. No question. They would call him gay and retarded and fucking beat his ass until he left Mission High.
I mean,
That's what their life is.
He is an elementary school kid, so I think
He's
any middle schooler would do all those things to any elementary.
The fourth
school.
graders there would murder him.
You think so?
They're tough kids.
They're a different breed out in St. Ignatius.
I'm afraid to say that I like related to this kid now because I think I was the kid getting my shit rocked in fourth grade by all the middle schoolers. Because that's something my grandpa would have said reading a sign, being like, "Hey, check this out," and be like, "You kidding me?" He's like,
yeah,
but my grandpa would be like, "You should say that to all your friends. You should tell them."
No, I haven't been called a lot of slurs already by them.
Well, little boy goes into the flower shop to buy flowers for delivery to a girl from his class and told him to fucking MapQuest his school. I was like, this really dates it. He was like, where am I delivering this to? Well, you can just MapQuest it. I was like, do you remember when you used to print off MapQuest and follow those directions?
Did that on a trip to LA once.
You MapQuested to LA?
I printed a MapQuest to LA. Yeah. That's a long drive for a fucking piece of paper to guide you.
And now the new car that Marina drives that I bought her just has an 11-inch screen that has the whole fucking Google Maps on it.
It refuses to not give you directions everywhere you're going.
Yeah.
You can't get lost
and
anymore.
slams on the brakes for you at an insane
You can't wander.
Lucas, if you ever
there's no lust anymore in the new cars.
Yeah. Lucas, if you ever end up in the new SUV of Marina's, if you're like not braking quick enough because it senses the traffic in front of you and behind you, and it notices, it screams, it starts going, and Marina turned off this function, but it slams on the brakes. You just, oh!
She turned off this brake slam function.
Yeah, because she was on the highway and nothing was in front of her, but I think it recognized something that came in front of the car briefly, so it slammed on the brakes on her on the highway out of no reason.
Yeah, like a drop of water or something. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
too.
that's what you said.
I said they should sue, and then give me the money because they don't need it.
But yeah, so the map quest and everything. You learn that Topher Grace is a mailroom worker. Forgot all about Valentine's Day. He's like, oh
he's
shit.
A mail room worker, if you know what I mean.
He's a mail room worker. Yeah.
As a male.
And he forgot all about Valentine's Day. He's like, fuck, I need to get dinner plans and all that for Anne Hathaway and whatnot.
Yeah, well, because he's just a simple Indiana boy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't understand that Valentine's Day.
All he knows is hoops,
Yeah.
baby.
Hey, you go Hoosiers, am I right?
No. He's a big 80s and 70s Indiana State fan.
No, he's a Hoosiers guy.
No, I wanted him
He
to
has
be
the
a.
IU poster.
I know he does, but I wanted to bring up the
Larry
70s
Bird
Indiana
fan.
State, Larry Bird.
That 70s basketball team.
Yeah.
It's just such a poorly designed character of all of it. They spent 3 minutes designing him. He's from Indiana. Okay, send him off. He can go with the sex lady.
Well, at this
He's
same
from Muncie.
building with the mail
Like
room.
not even Indianapolis.
Nope. At the same building of the mailroom, Anne Hathaway's at work as like a receptionist there. She's a new worker for Queen Latifah, who is like this sports agent representative or something. And
Sure.
she is impressing her when she hangs up on her own mother. But they're the representatives for Sean Jackson, aka McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy, who is co-stars with McDreamy, Patrick Dempsey from Grey's Anatomy. That's a
Get out
paperweight.
of my backpack. Fuck.
Isn't it so cool?
That's so cool.
Marina thought that was, she was like, I got you this present for your birthday, but she's like, it's kind of lame. I don't know if you'll like it. I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing.
Why are there only 7 planets?
I don't know. That's the one thing, but yeah, so Sean Jackson, NFL
he's
quarterback, it's McSteamy.
Very relatable sort of Brett Favre character where he's like a
Yeah.
billionaire hunk quarterback and he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
But he's old. He's 35 at the end of his contract. They didn't win the Super
Which
Bowl.
is like literally
just
10 years younger than Brady. Fucking pussy.
That was my note, yeah. I think it's a quote of mine, but it's like 35-year-old quarterback. The oldest in the league. It was like 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks today are like 40 plus.
Yeah, that's
Well,
kidding.
I guess Breeze is gone, but like Rodgers and Brady are both 39 plus.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's old.
Matt Ryan's old.
Yeah, he's
Philip
not top
Rivers was
5.
old as hell.
Yeah.
He's
Anyway,
gone.
he calls his publicist, Jessica Biel,
He
to
did.
take over all these news headlines. And she sees that no one has responded to her I hate Valentine's Day thing. The girls get together. And now she's sad. So her and Jennifer
No.
Garner are connected.
I would show up to Jessica Biel's I Hate Valentine's Day party.
Do you hate Valentine's Day?
I
Or do you-
love Jessica Biel.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'd show up. I'd RSVP.
I think she was better in this than she was in Stealth,
Yes.
but not Jamie Foxx.
Correct. I'm in agreement with you. I'm in agreement with you. I agree.
Thank you, sir.
Me agree with you.
Is that your hat?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, sir.
We could so write for SNL.
Once more with
Well,
the Concord's in the house.
now you find
This girl.
Emma Roberts. She's 18. She's about to have sex for the first time on Valentine's Day with her boyfriend.
Woo!
I didn't know where her boyfriend was from, but I recognized him from somewhere. And little cameo role for Kristen Shaw, the voice of Louise. Huh?
That's what I was saying.
Kristen Shaw?
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
you're-
Flight of the Conchords.
Your audio cut out for me for a minute there.
I did hear Flight of the Conchords, but I don't know how that relates to her, to be honest.
She was
I
the
don't
star of, was on that for a long time.
Is that
Really?
a
That's where
show?
she got her start. You don't know Flight of the Conchords?
I thought it was the
I thought
band
it was
with
the
Jermaine
band.
Clement.
That is. It was the HBO show. It had like 5 seasons. That's where the band came from.
Oh, I just thought it was a music group.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was just those 2 guys that were the band. I didn't think that
No,
they had a
they
whole
do, like,
show.
Yeah, every show they had the song showcase. That's where all their songs came from.
Oh,
Such a
interesting.
good show.
You learned something new.
Might watch
Right
that
up your
then.
alley, Seth. Actually.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and she was.
And by alley, he means your butthole. It's right up your butthole.
You explain this gap in your
Can you explain this gap in your
HBO
butthole
show
resume?
from like the 90s. Yeah,
In your crack. This gap in your crack.
yeah. That does sound right up my alley because I love Flight of the Conchords.
The manager character on that is so funny. Murray Hewitt.
I don't know who that is.
Flight of the Navigator
a-
by Childish Gambino.
Oh, yeah, you know who created Flight of the Conchords was Taika.
Taika Waititi?
The Taika show, yeah.
Damn. Love Taika. Well, he's coming up later in season
Taika.
6. Stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Next, Emma Roberts. Yeah, 18, about to have sex, and you meet Taylor Lautner, Taylor Swift. He's her boyfriend, and they aren't having sex. And she, my note here is, she's a psycho classic clingy high school girlfriend, in parentheses, cough, cough, Molly.
Brandon, you coughed there. Were you trying to say something?
Yeah.
Molly.
Oh, that was
My
what-
note is also Molly, actually.
That was your note. This is so Molly.
My note is that Swift is acting circles around Lautner.
Taylor
hard
Lautner's
to
not
do,
a
I
great
guess.
actor.
Yeah, he was really boring.
But like, she was the whole time, she was like, oh my god, you don't even fucking care about me and this bear, and you don't want it back, and all that. And I was like, oh my god, this seems like the exact fights that I had in high school. It was rough.
Yeah, you're like, hold on.
I'm just saying one thing. Don't read anything else into it. Fuck.
How do you live like that?
Don't believe what Jessica says. What does it mean?
Who's Jessica? What did you do?
Cheating. No, you.
No, I wasn't cheating.
Brandon was cheating? No wonder she was reading into everything.
Right all along.
Lucas is the one who broke up with his girlfriend and got back together like 6 times.
Yeah, just Lucas. Nobody else here in this podcast.
Devin.
Yeah. That
Could
was...
you imagine if right as I said that, he just popped on the screen?
He came in for a brief second.
He just pops on.
disappeared.
No.
He fight
Pops
clubs
back
himself.
up. He just pops on and goes, and then pops back up. Oh, he fucking died.
No, Brandon, it was me.
Oh. Well, after all that,
He's gone.
McSteamy, Sean Jackson, the quarterback, at lunch with Jessica Biel, Queen Latifah, and he got cut from his team. Doesn't know if he wants to continue with football. He might retire. So, big news coming up with them. We'll stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're back on the plane.
This whole thing is a "We'll Stay Tuned" movie.
Yeah.
We'll get
15
back to
seconds
that.
at times, 20
Yeah.
seconds sometimes, and then we're on to the next one.
Sometimes
Yeah.
up to like 3 minutes. It's crazy.
It was pretty crazy.
But now we're back on the plane.
Bless
Julia
you.
Roberts and Bradley Cooper playing backgammon when they get big old
Yeah,
lollipops.
Classic airplane scene.
The flight attendant wants to fuck him.
The backgammon scenes.
The classic flight backgammon scene. You aren't watching a movie if you aren't seeing
Yeah.
a flight backgammon
Every
scene.
movie worth its salt, and whatever movies are worth, has a backgammon playing scene.
Yeah.
It's all.
But
It's salt.
she's
They're worth
con-
their salt and salt.
she's convinced that the flight attendant wants to fuck him. So she's kind of like playing with that idea, and Julia Roberts is reading him like a fucking book, she says. She's like, I can tell everything about you right from here. But we'll get back to that. As we do.
Then we got
Yeah. It's like such little things, too.
ass teaching next.
Jennifer Garner.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a teacher for the little boy that gets beat up in your classroom.
Every classroom.
And
There's
He-
one kid. The
Franklin.
classroom, and this is something I've learned, it cannot function with all the aggression and everything unless it's packed onto one poor soul in the back, usually.
fucking Franklin, that kid was awesome.
He was awesome.
He was
That kid
awesome.
playing soccer was crazy.
Yeah. Not in my house.
Get the ball the fuck out of my hand.
The
He
beast.
was awesome. Well,
But why is she teaching religious stuff?
about
That's
Saint
all.
Valentine and whatnot?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
illegal.
private school.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
So
sorry,
that-
it wasn't.
That answer's too simple for the question I asked. I don't like it.
Nope.
Moving
Well,
on.
Ashton's all sad when Patrick Dempsey comes into his shop wanting to buy flowers for Julia Garner and his wife, and he knows Jennifer Garner, so he's like, I don't know what to do, but it's like it's bro code. You don't snitch.
Yeah, and I love the hypocrisy in Ashton Kutcher's character. Not his acting, but his character at this moment. And he's like, I need to buy flowers for 2 women if you catch my drift. And he's like, aha, the florist code. Every florist knows. And then he realizes somebody he knows, and he's like, wait, this is wrong.
Like he's done
Yeah.
that many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
for
code, apparently. But now that it's somebody he's close to, he's like, what the fuck?
He's pretty judgy for his
kidding?
job. He's fucking, yeah.
Being a florist.
Well,
Exactly.
now you meet Emma Roberts' boyfriend because they're about to have sex. He's doing everything
They're
wrong,
about to have
preparing to lose his
sex.
virginity. He's like in her house in her bedroom. They're doing it on their lunch break or something.
Yeah.
Not rose petals, full fucking roses with the thorns on it on the ground.
Yeah.
He's doing push-ups and naked guitaring, but then her mom comes in and things get awkward. The whole time I was like, just
Yeah.
fucking leave the room, let him get changed, and then we're good.
Yeah.
But she
The
keeps
whole
like
time-
walking towards him. I was like, fucking leave.
Put the guitar down.
My note the whole time was, I don't want to watch a high schooler's sex scene or a naked teenager with a guitar over him. Why?
Bro, what are you doing?
I don't want to see it either. Yeah, that was the plot
Your
twist.
audience.
They actually had sex with each other.
He did lose his virginity.
The mom came in. She's like, I gotta tell you something. Emma Roberts' character's name.
Yeah.
I
Whatever
fucked your
it is.
mom.
Squirt.
Although-
never mind.
If-
I was good. Never
if the-
mind.
I think her name was Squirt.
Nope. I was.
Never mind.
Squirt drops on my guitar.
She's the reason.
That's gross. So
This here drops on my guitar.
but that
Nope.
would be gross.
That would be, yeah. So that's why we aren't gonna say it.
The only thing that keeps me jerking off and squirting far.
I was just thinking like the whole time, if it was like her in his home and his dad walked in on her, this would have been a completely different scene. It would have been like
Fun.
creepy,
Yeah.
and not funny.
He's walking towards her the whole time.
Leave the room, sir.
Put your clothes on.
Apparently he learned how to play guitar for this movie.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He only played like 2 chords. It
He
couldn't have
really
been that
did.
Yeah,
hard.
it's fucking 20 minutes of work there.
Yeah. Oh, for real.
So after all that, Anne Hathaway doing more phone sex stuff, and then Topher Grace working at her building comes up to deliver mail on her floor and asks her out to dinner. But Queen Latifah overheard the whole phone sex thing on her phone line in her office, and she kind of likes it.
She was digging it.
Doesn't he quote E.E. Cummings too?
Yeah, he does.
He does. I even wrote it down if you need it for later.
Oh, I'll save it for you, sir.
Oh no, you can say it if you want.
I don't have it down. I just thought it was funny, and I said that's kind
If you steal a quote, you get your penis pecked off by penguins. We agreed on that.
We did, that was only for the Good Luck Chuck episode.
Oh, shit,
There were
so
no
we're in the
penguins
clip.
in this
Okay.
movie.
So Sean Jackson,
You and
our
what
quarterback,
penguins?
got into a wreck on the road, runs into George Lopez's flower chuck. But why did we
Yeah.
need to show these two random people making out after they got into like a car wreck?
You know,
They pan over, he's like holding her in his arms, like making out. They're like, huh?
yeah.
I remember
In my head, I remember watching that scene and like he was getting up to help, and then she's like, no, and grabs him by the collar and gets him down to keep making out. Excuse me. And in my head, I was like, it'd be really funny if I could think of a like really poignant thing to say about this, about how when you're stuck in love, you're blinded to everything in the outside world, and things could be literally crashing around you, and you'd never understand because you're so
Oh.
enthralled with one another. And I was like,
Well-
that'd be so funny if I brought that up later, because it's absolute bullshit. And this
I
is
think that-
Valentine's Day. This is not.
Well, George Lopez sort of says something up to that point, I think, but.
But he's
keep
also
going.
like starstruck and wants to get an autograph
Yeah.
and shit.
That's the
He's
only
like,
reason I
"Hey."
could think of those two guys we show making out.
Yeah. He's
It-
like, hey, you should get
Probably
your
just funny though.
door checked. You know, I hit it. It might not close. Like,
Hit your door.
yeah, I hit it. Like, you should get it checked out. And George Lopez is like, oh, it's fine. Slams the door, starts to drive off. And like the door opens, all the flowers fall out and whatnot. I swear to God, Marina laughed for like 3 straight minutes
That
as
was
all the
funny.
flowers were breaking up. Like, literally, like,
Is that funny?
That
oh,
was
she
pretty
laughed
funny.
so much. I kept looking over. I was like, well, is this really that funny? She's like, I don't fucking know. This is so funny. Caesar boy. Someone's
I'm
right
not
outside the
trying
door.
to
I heard
figure
it
out
too.
Okay.
But so with all those broken, Ashton has to take the truck and all the flowers. He hand delivers the
cut you.
flowers to Jennifer Garner to break the news that she's being cheated on. And she's teaching all these third graders about
Well, you can't do
non-isomeric. She's teaching all all these third graders about non-isomeric atoms as well. She's like, this chlorine atom has 17 electrons and neutrons, and it needs to be radioactively stable if it doesn't get any more. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't think I learned that until 5th grade, at least.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what she's talking about now.
But it was crazy. And he tries to break the news. They hear a fight break out, and she says she is his buddy. She's like, oh, I'm your buddy, you know. I'm always there to watch bad movies and go to dinner with you when Morley doesn't want to. I was like, this seems like more than just friends. That like,
Yes.
And then she kisses him on the lips.
Good note, Brandon.
Kisses him on the lips and then leaves. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
What's
don't know if
going
that was.
on?
I don't know if she was supposed to kiss him on the lips or if it was a cheek kiss from a weird angle. Because you don't see it from a front angle from her.
No.
Like you see it from behind Kutcher's
I didn't
head.
think it was a romantic thing.
No.
And then
It looked like
It's just like when Seth and I kiss.
Hi,
Yeah,
Jinjo.
that's just
I-
a sexual thing.
I think she was just really excited to be going to San Francisco and like in the moment, like trying to do a cheek kiss and just did almost a lip kiss out of sheer joy.
Or she just remembered how good of a kisser he was from Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh yeah, she just licked him right in his lips.
In his gap in his resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you learn Emma Roberts is M. Edison. That's the kid's fucking name too, the grandkid.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Swirly him.
Would he get more bullied?
What would you
Morb bullied.
think? Yeah.
Morb bullied?
Be
Swirly him. Jesus. Well, his name's Edison. She's his nanny and whatnot.
He'd get his bike stolen, probably.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But
And his head.
Ashton Kutcher goes to deliver a gift to Jessica Alba, and she has all of her
From his
things
body.
packed, not ready for the commitment.
Of course, stolen from his body.
Yeah. George Lopez also goes fishing while this is happening.
Yeah, I
on the
love that.
bridge,
Like-
on the bridge in between their house and the road.
Can you
Fucking
do that?
villa?
I don't know. It's in city
There's no
limits.
fish in there. There can't be fish where he was fishing. This neighborhood villa.
He's just practicing his casting
He's just
society of
pouring out
America.
koi pond left and right.
Yeah, there's like almost certainly not any fish in there, but maybe. But enough of a
Yeah.
chance that you'd bring your fishing pole? You'd have it with you at all times in a flower van?
It's a good
Yeah,
question.
it's-
He fishes
well,
like 3
it's
times
because-
in this movie too.
He does?
Yeah.
It's just because the way the script is written, every character has to have one like thing about him. Like there's
He's the
Indiana
fishing
guy,
He's a
guy.
fishing
George
guy.
Lopez fishes. Cisco's a rat. Sean Jackson, you know what his thing is later.
The quarterback
thing.
guy.
But yeah, so he goes to deliver everything. She's not ready for commitment, and she leaves with his fucking dog too. She takes his dog.
What a hoe.
Yeah, I was.
I was like, you don't take someone else's dog. Like that's bad.
Yeah.
You have to agree on that together, and I don't think they did.
Yeah, you can't just be like, well, he likes me more. Sorry. It's not how that works.
But
Fight.
Ashton now trying to call Jennifer Garner to warn her after his heartbreak, but she won't answer. So he takes George Lopez's cousin Flacco's lowrider to the airport to stop her. This thing's
He
hooked
does.
up with hydraulics, and he's at the airport like screaming at this worker or whatnot. You see his butt crack like 3 times through his pants. Did you notice?
You do?
Yeah, his
Who?
whole ass, Ashton Kutcher, his whole ass is hanging out.
Wasn't-
Did not see that.
Wasn't. Nope.
Yeah, it was weird. But he gets there, tries to buy a ticket. This airport worker just bought Ashton Kutcher's ticket to any flight he wants. That's not how that works.
It's not
You
how that
book on a
works.
specific flight.
Yeah, at
Or-
the time I was like, do you know how
yeah.
expensive plane tickets are?
Last minute plane
What-
tickets?
What do you mean this is on me for love? Do you make enough money to be able to like just buy dudes tickets like that?
To any flight
You
he
were
wants?
Just complaining about having to
think-
wear a blue shirt and now
I
you're
think he just printed out like a fake ticket of sorts or something like that. Cheapest ticket because he only needed to get to like the gates, not to actually on any of the planes. I don't think he bought
I-
some sort of skeleton key ticket.
Well,
that makes more sense.
yeah. But he tries to stop her, gets on her plane. She wanted
Good
to believe
word.
in Dempsey, so she boards the plane.
Plane.
She's like, I'm going to San Fran no matter what.
Go fuck yourself.
So she flies
I'm
to
gonna
San
waste
Fran,
my money.
and now up in the air, Julia Roberts is in the bathroom. Bunch of turbulence going on while she's
Eating
changing out of her
ass.
army clothes. And Edison, his crush.
Yeah, that scene was
You
5 seconds long.
Yeah, it was. Edison, his crush, you think is this little Indian girl.
Mm.
She works at this restaurant where the I Hate Valentine's Day party is taking place, and he can't play soccer because he's so in love, but Franklin's fucking destroying it at goalie. And
Not in Franklin's house.
They were doing this warm up. He's like, "You want to warm up with me?" Where he just headed the ball to her, and she just like passed it back to him.
it was a weird warm up.
Yeah,
At least reciprocate, switch roles.
Yeah.
No,
neither. At least he was doing a heading thing, but neither of them were doing soccer shit.
no, and it was only 45 seconds before the game started. Like, you want to warm up?
You want to warm up with me? They're both holding the ball with their hands. It's fucking stupid.
Well, Jamie Foxx hears about the Sean Jackson news that he's going to retire and goes to Jessica Biel to get the scoop and get an interview. And these two hate this holiday. So that means they're definitely going to fall in love, these two.
They're both
and
Valentine's Day grumps.
They have a little moment together where she slips and falls into his arms while sitting on the couch. They share a moment, all that stuff. And now you get this reporter interviewing high schoolers on campus, like on their high school campus. Like, what do you think
Very
about
creepy.
Valentine's? I was like, these are children.
Yeah, this is the guy that was the cameraman for Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. But like, don't
That-
go to a high school and do it.
It is weird to go to a high school, but he had to because he had to make sure that plot had somehow connected to the Taylor plot.
And Taylor Swift is the worst runner of all time. And
That's one of my notes.
She's also a white woman named Felicia.
That was her name.
Her name was Felicia, and you learn that
White people can be
70
named Felicia.
75
What a
minutes.
weird thing to be upset with.
You learn that 75 minutes into the film too. I was like,
Now that you could be upset by.
Not important, but
her name should be Felicity if she's white.
but she's doing running and dancing and whatnot. And then she's like, oh, Taylor Lautner, he's actually the real athlete. She's like, show him, honey. He does like this triple backflip roundhouse thing. I was like, holy shit, he didn't even have a stunt double there.
He didn't?
No, and Marina was telling me that he's like a black belt in like certain things, like super
He's a
athletic
black
jumping.
belt gymnast. Yeah.
He's got a black belt in jumping. No, he does have like in like Taekwondo or something, but he's like crazy athletic. Yeah,
Oh, so it's cool when he's a black belt, but it's not cool when I'm a green belt.
Yeah,
Taekwondo.
exactly.
How is that fair?
What are you a green belt in?
Taekwondo.
He's like the third belt.
That's oh my.
Are you
We've
still
been over
you
this.
still
I'm not doing this
type?
again. No. I've been thinking about doing some kickboxing, but that's unrelated to the movie.
You should, I think
so too.
Lucas wanted to get into boxing too. You
I-
don't get into
do.
boxing.
I
don't
bought
have
boxing
any time,
gloves.
I've got some in the closet right here.
I need to do one last checkup and make sure my elbow and ankle are fine before
Fair.
I do that. But
And
I
your
would love
balls.
to. And my balls. Yeah. To make sure they're not
Your
broken.
parrot.
All
And
three
my
of us
courage.
and Devin should join a boxing league together and fight. My reach advantage is gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be so bad. Yeah. But your power advantage, at least over me, will be phenomenal.
When if I get inside that reach and just start
I'll
going to the
die.
body, yeah, you're dead.
Anyway.
So also Taylor Swift on this news report talking about how her and Taylor Lautner got together. The fucking spitwad story, that fucking rocked. She like, kept spitting spitwads into my hair, but one of them was like, call me or something. I was like,
It was pretty romantic.
it was stupid. But
Yeah.
my next note here was Emma Roberts is nannying for Edison, right? But why is she telling his grandparents about how she was going to lose her virginity today? It was a weird conversation.
She was the babysitter.
Yeah, she's the nanny. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's not her grandparents.
Edison's grandparents.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
her grandparents.
Why
was
is she
shocked
telling
by
the
that
people that
babysitter.
hire her about how she was going to lose her virginity today? It was weird.
I don't know. What other adults would you tell about that? I'm with you. It was weird, but I'm also thinking like, what other adult would you be comfortable being like, hey, I'm gonna have sex today? I wouldn't tell my parents that.
As she says it, Estelle kind of freaks out Shirley MacLaine at Edgar's story about how they fell in love, and she's definitely slept with someone else. You figure out. It was his work partner. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And Edison looks down. He finds he realizes he didn't get any flowers. They bikes away. Emma Roberts chases after him. And now Julia Roberts back on the plane telling Bradley Cooper how much the flight attendant likes him. She's such a good actress. This is where she does that fucking laugh of hers. I was like, she is killing it in these scenes time and time again. But Jennifer Garner, she gets to San Fran, pulls up to the hospital that Patrick Dempsey was supposed to be at. He's like, hey, is he here working? And they're like, nah. She's like, has he been here at all? And they're like, no. And she's like, tell me one thing. Is he married? And they're like, so the one girl was like, I don't fucking know. And the other girl's like, yeah, he's definitely married, honey.
No, they both knew, but she looked back to be like, should we tell
Should
her?
I tell
Yeah.
her?
Is
And
she
so-
only the one?
But then
there's
she
a press conference. Oh, go ahead.
Well, right before that, she calls Jessica Biel and she's like, hey, I'm still in LA. I'll make your party. I was like, she's not in LA. She's in San Fran.
Yeah, this whole part was confusing because the old lady's like, she goes whispers her
But she was
secret
like,
words.
she was like, hey, they're going to be at this restaurant
Yeah,
in
it was
LA.
Bistro Garden early seating or something.
Yeah, in LA.
Well, she didn't say LA because I don't
Or
know.
no, it was, he's going to be at Bistro Garden, which means
Early seating.
which means it's in San Fran. Because why would she know the LA restaurant that he's going to be at?
Well, it's like a
Or maybe
hotel.
I was in LA.
It's a hotel restaurant.
But she's in San Fran regardless. She flew
she's
there
in San Fran. I don't know how she got back to LA so fast, but she does get back to LA very quickly.
immediately.
So her round trip ticket must have been for like a 45-minute stay that she was visiting
caught it
for.
fast.
She was going to go
Or
to the
she-
hospital, suck him off,
She
and then leave.
and then runs back to LA.
There's a press conference on the roof under a tent.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was
Like a
so
better case.
stupid.
Rooftop tent press conference.
I feel bad because this scene is like the funniest scene in the movie to me
It's very
for a
funny.
couple reasons because they are doing a press conference on a roof. I don't know if that's for the skyline viewing for the ESPN broadcast or just because they had everything else was booked, so they had to go on a roof. But they had a bunch of chairs up there, so it's not like it was a last
Hey,
minute thing.
don't worry, we got this roof
Under a
we can
tent. They didn't want to have it like with
Yeah.
the skyline apparently though because they had the tent over.
Because he's in a
use. It's too
gazebo.
sunny up there, yeah. But
That's a technology
anyway,
tent. I put
at
those
this-
up all the time.
at this press conference,
Oh
he
my
announces you're ready for him to say he's retiring. He's fucking gay
Yeah.
and not retired.
I laughed so hard. So hard.
That's the twist of this movie.
Yeah, because it's like brave thing to do, especially the time 2010. Like, and in football specifically, that is a hard thing to be a gay man. In.
Sure.
Like, yeah, you're so hard all
Nice.
the time. Yeah, but like,
It's a hard sport.
It's just so funny because he's calling this whole press conference like, I know what I want to do with my career, and they're like, "Sir, are you going to retire?" I'm gay. Okay,
Yeah,
but are you
he's
going?
like, wait,
yeah.
are you retiring?
I don't care about that.
They're super like very welcoming of the idea. They're like, oh, that's totally fine. That's cool. We knew that.
Are
all
you
along,
retiring?
But are you going to play next
Who are you?
season?
Are you signing with the Colts this year? Like, what the fuck?
It's such a funny. It's almost like a sketch idea. This
Yeah.
feels like SNL, just like a football player coming out to talk about his career, and he's just like, I'm gay. They're like, all right.
Yeah. That was
And?
yeah, weird. Well, now it's a real confusing part because is Jennifer Garner in LA or San Fran? Because she got on the plane, went to that hospital in
No,
San
it's
Fran.
definitely
but
LA
Schna-
because the kid's parent works there. And they were
Yeah,
cool
but how
enough.
did she get back so fast?
Don't worry about it. I told
Love.
you. She sprinted.
She got back so fast because of love.
Love.
Thinking.
Did you see how easily and free Ashton Kutcher got through the gates
That's true.
at his airport?
Yeah.
She did that same thing at the Santa one.
Shoeless.
She gave a little rant to the guy that hated his job, and he was like, "I do have a heart of gold
Sure.
secretly."
Yeah.
You just had to
I also
get
have
to it.
You can shirk the
$968.
TSA rules.
I also do have
Low.
$960 at my expense to give you a ticket anywhere you want. Last minute.
Yeah, that's what the other TSA guy said.
Did you want first class too? Great.
Because I do have, I was gonna buy 2 tickets,
But I do have $4,500 at expense for me. Anyway, she's now at the restaurant at LA serving Patrick Dempsey and his wife. And
It's kind of a
basically
big reveal.
big reveal, makes a show of it and everything. And then you find that Anne Hathaway and Topher Grace are at dinner together in the tightest restaurant I've ever seen. These tables are so close together.
This is one of those. I think LA or New York has got them too. Big cities, the experience restaurants where you're sitting.
You don't even pick a
in
menu.
line across from each other. Guy tells you the 3 or 4 things they have. Like the rooms you go in, it's a completely pitch black thing.
Mhm.
The waiters have night vision
Very
goggles.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those
Whoa.
things.
That's crazy. I would go there.
They're all sitting. It's all couples sitting across from each other at a big, long table.
It's tight. Couples around them. One's fighting. One's making out. Jam-packed restaurant. When she has to leave to take her sex call, and Jessica Alba's also checking into that same hotel with the restaurant with the fucking dog. But like that's the last thing. Carmine. Yeah, that's the last you see of her.
That's her adopted kid.
Yeah, that's the last you see of her is just checking into the hotel. That's it.
You see her one more time,
but it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Her storyline doesn't matter.
This doesn't matter.
No, but the small appearance she has later on is like kind of important.
Nah. But Julia Roberts and Bradley Cooper get off the plane. Bradley Cooper even gives Robert like his car that he has hired beforehand, a driver to spend as much time with her man as possible. And so he's just gonna take a cab to get wherever he needs to go.
Yeah.
And that little Indian schoolgirl's super sad at the restaurant because she didn't get a Valentine that day. And it's like, oh, little Edison's got to step up here. He's got to make his move.
Or his Riz, as my kids would say.
Your kids would definitely say, get that Riz on.
Stroke that thing, cuzzo.
What did you just say?
Stroke that thing, cuzzo.
Goodness gracious.
Kids are wild.
Kids these days are crazy. Anyway, after that, Topher Grace goes outside from the restaurant because it's been a while now. Here's Anne Hathaway on the phone. They're both kind of overwhelmed about her being a sex worker. Opens up, but leaves. They're like, okay, nothing's going to happen here. And so he's like sitting at this cemetery at this park where they show this movie. And sad Edgar, Hector Elizondo, shows up. And they go to this movie thing together.
Yeah, how is this an event?
The cemetery movie night?
Of Hollywood.
There's a weird...
They removed the tombstones of everybody so you can sit on their dead bodies.
But Ashton's going to deliver the amazing flower that he got like in this box from that Asian dude at the beginning for Edison to the girl he loves. And Jennifer Garner ends up showing up to Jessica Biel's party too in that restaurant, beats a piñata up, and this party's popping now. Jamie Foxx even shows up. They're singing, all that shit. And Emma Roberts, who's been chasing Edison down, sees him in the flower van, so is chasing him down. Like, don't get into vans with strangers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And back at the cemetery, Estelle shows up. This is Shirley MacLaine in the craziest like outfit. And her and Edgar forgive each other and embrace in front of everyone watching the movie, make out in front of everyone. Just a heartwarming cemetery makeout.
I've had several.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't, you're not really living. But
it's a coming of age moment for a man.
Back at the restaurant, Edison's got his flower. He sees the little Indian girl, and then goes and gives it to fucking Jennifer Garner. Oh. Twist, not Ranny.
I mean, not really a twist. You kind of see it coming. The whole movie.
E.E. coming.
Exactly.
In her face.
But she tells him all about how she tells him all about how Ronnie likes him and how he should give it to somebody his own age and something that he can explore. And so he does. They're very happy together. And Jamie Foxx, after singing awkwardly leaves this party. And now we get a choreographed Hindi dance number. That was kind of odd.
I mean, it didn't last forever.
No, but we know the rule of a good, the bad, and the movies film is a choreographed dance number always.
This was good, actually. I put quote here from this too. That was good.
It reminded me of the Diwali episode of The Office where Carol's up there dancing too and doing that exact move.
It's the rules.
It is the rules. You have to.
Them's the breaks.
Now Emma Roberts, her boyfriend Alex, making out. She does that leg rub thing with her foot to some Taylor Swift, the fairy tale. Today was a fairy tale. And Taylor and Taylor are making out too. Queen Latifah's getting a call for phone sex and she's into it. Everybody's fulfilling their best lives on Valentine's Day. And you get a montage of just couples enjoying each other's company. But Ashton Kutcher is sad. He's got nobody to come to him. He's on this bridge. And then
he's about to jump.
He's about to fish.
He's seconds away from killing himself. Before
so it's a pretty mild bridge.
Yeah, but he's gonna jump head first.
Before
so no matter how high it is, he's jumping into a rock.
Yeah. Before we cut to Sean Jackson asleep.
John
John
Shaxson.
waiting when
Quarterback.
Bradley Cooper comes in to visit him.
Whoa.
Bradley
What the
Cooper this
fuck?
whole time has been coming to visit his
Bradley Cooper this whole time
gay
is
lover.
telling him to retire.
Oh shit, he's actually his other agent.
Start a family.
Yeah.
But so there's a twist, and
That was pretty cute.
Anne Hathaway's crying. Topher comes up to her and gives her a Polaroid scrapbook art of everything she's taking pictures. They make up as she declines a phone call to have sex with her boyfriend. Oh shit!
I was upset about this because she was still kind of in the wrong. Because the whole deal was like, I don't really care that you're a phone sex worker, but like you left me in the middle of our Valentine's Day date to go like
That's
do
fair.
another job.
Yeah,
And then she was like, "Yeah, you got to deal with it, I guess."
but
Yeah.
you did something wrong. Here's a present for you anyway.
Yeah. I think I think she handled that poorly and like left in the middle of it. In the middle of a Valentine's Day date to do that is really fucked up. But he didn't leave for that reason. He was mad about that at first, and then he was mad that it was like
too shook.
no, he's like, this is too
Shook
much.
Ones, part 2.
He's like, I don't know if you guys have it as a quote or not, but he's like, this is too much for me. He says, I'm just from Indiana. I can't handle all this.
Yeah,
it wasn't her leaving in the middle
I'm
of
a
Valentine's
Hoosier
Day.
at heart, baby. I
Yeah.
can't.
You're a phone sex worker? Indiana doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah,
If he was mad about something else, it would have made more sense. But
he's mad about Indiana.
he's mad about her not being from Indiana.
I lives into Ohio State.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bless you. I knew we were coming up on that 2-hour mark, so I wanted to pause.
Oh, good idea. Jingle.
There's so many fucking storylines in this goddamn movie. The plot takes forever to get through. I had to take so many goddamn notes, like 2.5 pages of notes.
Headphones are dying.
Oh no.
Today was a fairy tale.
Pick you up at 6 and brand new Cadillac. Probably go to a bar or something.
I hurt myself today. You want to let Caesar in? He's freaking out there. Caesar boy. I don't hear Lucas.
I don't hear Lucas either. It's been kind of like that the whole recording.
No, I've heard him most of the time, but like some of the
when he first starts to talk.
First start of a sentence, sometimes like 2 seconds. No, I can't hear you.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
We could write for SNL.
Lucas is just talking over there. No clue what he's saying.
He's happy.
He's so happy.
He's saying the N-word a bunch of times.
Oh, you just came under the desk, Caesar boy.
He's just calling us slurs.
I hope so.
He's so funny.
Oh. No. I heard it, and that was about it.
Lucas was a fairy tale.
He'd fuck me in my sleep.